St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV, the Big 550 KTRS. Joey Zanaboni, my partner Matt Rocchio out here for you at Axios Field, the family arena in St. Charles. We were here Friday as well, and what a win for the St. Louis Ambush over the Kansas City Comets, scoring twice in about a minute with only about 2 minutes to go in the game. What a start for new head coach Jeff Locker.
How about that? What an incredible game. Jeff Locker getting his second win, and a huge one over the best team in the league in the Comets. And how about Pollo Cortez in goal? Saw over 40 shots, only let 5 in. An incredible game from him. He was a stalwart and a big reason for the win.
And Cortez was excellent in net. No doubt the win could not have been gotten without the great work of Mo NDI, especially on the power play and on set pieces. What's made Mo so lethal when the team's set up like that?
It's the vision. It's the vision in the passing. He's lethal in the open field. That's why he leads the league in assists. He's lethal in the power play, on set pieces. He's dominating. He's going to be a big part of tonight's win, too.
2 goals, 3 assists for Mo last time. Ambush against the Chihuahua Savage out here today. What do you expect from this new opponent in the MASL?
Lockdown defense, help the goaltender out a little bit more. Lower shot count, just keep moving the ball, play the offensive game you know, and deliver on the set pieces when you get a chance. That's it. That's the formula. They'll win the game if they do those things.
Joey and Matt back right after this on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
At Raising Cane's, we focus on getting it right every time. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
Como padre, todos los días son un desafío. Y hay que estar ahí presentes. No importa lo cansado que uno esté, hay que estar ahí presentes para ellos. Cuando los niños aprenden algo nuevo, es ese momento mágico y especial. Y creo que presenciar ese momento es mi favorito.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you.
Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Joey Zanaboni, Matt Rocchio here for you at Axios Field, the family arena in St. Charles. The St. Louis Ambush and the Chihuahua Savage about to meet for the first time this season. Ambush coming off a huge 6-5 win over the Kansas City Comets on Friday. Matt, I'm still buzzing from that comeback victory, aren't you?
Oh, I am, and you know the team is, and that's the important part here. This Chihuahua game, it's going to be tough. The Savage are looking for their first win of the season, so they're coming in hungry while the Ambush are coming in buzzing. That's an interesting combination. You know, rock meet, hard place.
The officials for today's match are brought to us by our good friends at Capelli. Capelli is the official uniform sponsor of the MASL game officials. Today's officials are Shane Butler, Matthew Rodman, Matthew Schuler, and Ray Bakshoff. The official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by our good friends at Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. Ambush, feel the teal today, rocking the teal jerseys. Fellas from Chihuahua, they are in the red and black. You know, they were warming up in the pink, the Ambush, and I thought we might be thinking pink today, but the teal making the debut out here at the family arena in St. Charles.
Yeah, you got to put that pregame text into Goose. Let them know, hey, what are they wearing today? Match it up. And I put it in, he said teal, and I go, I like the feel of that.
That's why you are the best analyst in the MASL. You are in touch with all of our good friends here around the family arena in St. Charles. Oh, you're too modest here, Matt. It's been a lot of fun in the ambush. A huge part of the success there on Friday against the Kansas City Comets was due to that man right there, Pollo Cortez. New pickup for this team, 3rd game overall with the ambush, 2nd time he started here at home. Pollo just wonderful, and we had a chance to catch up with interim head coach Jeff Locker. He said, wow, Cortez made some great hard saves to keep us in that game against Kansas City. Gave him a chance to win it late.
But this time the defense has got to give Pollo more of a chance to save some balls. There was a lot of tough shots that he saw because they let one-on-one matchups deep in the box happen, and that was a couple easy goals from the Comets. You can't put Pollo out on an island like that. You can't put your own defenders out on an island like that. Defense has got to tighten up. 40 shots can't happen again.
Ivan Munoz has started all 4 games now this season for the Chihuahua Savage. He is in net for the visitors. Goalie is switching sides, and it's time to kick these tires and light these fires. Remember, fans, Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill, Chill.com. Chihuahua Savage going to get the opening tap here. Team played a couple games out in California to start the season. They were in Milwaukee on Friday, had a tough one against the Wave, fell 7-5. They've been in all 3 games so far this year, but have not gotten a win. Jorge Rios recycling it to the ambush side. And Chihuahua able to take it and knock it into the near side corner. Offensive-minded here, trying to strike early. It's Rios busting through the middle. He gets a shot off and sends it just wide off the foot of Esque, and Sam Guernsey is able to dismiss Bobby Cristo. He gives chase. Munoz ends up with it in the back for the Savage. 30 seconds gone by.
Dangerous look right out of the gate for the Savage. Can't be good here for the ambush. They can't let that happen all game, and this will not go their way.
Rios has the pocket picked by Guernsey. And Cristo battling for it on the near sideboard. And knocks it through Guernsey, who's one of the best in terms of block shots this season in the MASL. Esque gets a shot off. Hammered it wide. Guernsey able to reserve through the middle. And Chihuahua defense holds. Savage able to knock it loose. Esque Cristo tie it up right in front of the first row of seats near side. And it'll be whistled dead. Holding up his hands there was Alejandro Leyva. He's got a goal and an assist so far this season for Chihuahua, and he was just kind of locked up there. Vadim Kojikov, team leader in goals scored for the ambush, battling here on the drop ball, and Kojikov just into the game is able to outwork Roberto Escalante. Escalante helps to get it back, though. And poked it toward Enrique Cañas. Ends up popped over the top, kept alive by David Gonzalez on that far board. Leaks to Pollo. He will laser to Kojikov. Vadim sends it high from just outside the yellow line. Turn and hit, and too much helium in it.
Those long balls from Pollo proved to be very deadly. One of the goals from it got taken away from Vadim Kojikov, but then later on they were able to score deep. Those deep balls to Vadim are dangerous.
Kojikov has appeared in 8 games this season for the ambush. He scored in all 8, so I'm sure he'll get another opportunity and capitalize. Ball ends up out just inside the ambush end. About 90 gone by now. Schmerman here in the first quarter with goose eggs on the scoreboard, feeding out to Otto Yahic. Today's game proudly brought to you by Scott Gallagher, and Otto Yahic is a key piece for them. Coaches multiple teams in that organization, and it seems like every time we're out here, one of his youth teams is playing before the game. Cañas is sending over the top. Gonzalez ran it down far corner. It was cleared and then sent back in by Arturo Valle. Luckily, the ambush able to knock it back again. Clearance was by Schmerman. Ultimately, Pollo able to grab a rolling shot. It sends long to Howard Miller Jr. Miller trying to work it back toward midfield. Has it stolen away by Adrian Miller. And Chihuahua triangulated in the back. They go through Munoz. Yahic applying pressure here in the Savage end. Lasered forward onto the ambush side. Off the wall, steaming on through is Brian Macias. He missed. Second chance blocked by the ambush defense. Happy to escape once again. St. Louis looking to take it down to the other side. Guernsey set up toward the top of the arc, but a little bit of a miss hit ends up bouncing right to the keeper.
Great centering pass there by Tristan Austin. Obviously a great play by Richard Sherman, getting the ball up off the boards. And obviously he's playing great defense. Number 11's been huge for the ambush since he's come back.
Savage looking to work it to the near side corner on the ambush end, sending it out of bounds. We did not see Tristan Austin on Friday against Kansas City. He's trying to provide a little oomph here to this attacking unit.
He always does. He's a spark plug, man. He gets around the field fast.
Marcel Berry feeding Christian Briggs right about midfield. Ambush once again without Stefan Mijatovic. Pepe is out. Duduka is out. Kyle Swanner, he is out. And Tony Walls, who is celebrating birthday 32, he is not active today. Little soreness. He had the game winner against Kansas City on Friday. He's been nursing a little bit of a calf injury, and that'll be his only game of the weekend. Chihuahua going to work. Oh, that's beautiful. Off the wall to himself. Shot deflected, regathered now by the maestro Jorge Rios. And a hot shot by Hugo Puentes. Diving save by Pollo Cortez.
Woo-hoo. Flash in the midst there from Pollo. Oh, but a bad pass.
Sent it right to Enrique Cañas. Barry gets back to disrupt him. Cañas juggling with it in that far corner. Oh, unicycle goal from Hugo Puentes. At the top of the box, right around the stripe. He came in, really a side kick, flying in. Not the true bicycle, but bounced it right by Pollo to make it 1-0 Chihuahua.
Hugo Puente. What a goal there. He's the only goal per game player through full 3 games with the Savage, and he proved why he is. What a goal there.
Beauty.
Gosh, his second of the year, and a beautiful one there.
Just terrific finish.
Man, that was silky.
And he is the points leader on this Chihuahua Savage team. Came into play today with 3 of those. Cristo going to tap off for the ambush. St. Louis struck early against Kansas City. It was 1-0 about $1.17 into the game, but Kansas City scored about 20 seconds later to make it 1-1. So that early lead didn't last long. Ambush did not see another lead until the 4th quarter. Trying to go level once again here. St. Louis struggling to get on the attack. Defense for Chihuahua, able to snuff any opportunity. Emerging with it, Leva. Poking forward through midfield. Macias, good defense there from Greg Kranz. Kranz, his young family just welcomed a new baby and trying to send that one far post, just misses on a hot low shot. Congratulations to Greg. He and his family welcomed a youngster on New Year's Eve, and he is active for the first time this weekend today. Munoz poking forward. Well out of the box. He sent it toward midfield. Austin and Escade tried to grab it. Ends up back with the Chihuahua keeper. Over the top, Munoz, Tennessee, all the way down toward Puentes. And Puentes is able to grab. He will have it grabbed, though, and turned by Pollo. Just over 5 gone by. Goal by Hugo Puentes. The difference right now, Miller on the Chihuahua end, trying to get a little space. Defense very active right now for the Savage. Miller trying to thread his way through. Cañas gave him a little bump on the near side board. That's whistled dead. The set piece for the ambush. Now, is this like in pool where they let you get a little tiny bit of space off that wall?
Yeah, it is. Thank gosh. Can't imagine.
Miller touching back. Esque.
Also putt-putt.
Austin, gorgeous! Austin Esque! Bring a forklift driver to a discount acupuncturist! Poke it in!
That was nifty. Nifty's the word to use on that one. A little back heel from Tristan Austin. He's a spark plug, and he's nifty. How about those 2 adjectives for a player? And how about that, a beautiful finish there. 5-hole for Esque. Beautiful finish, clinical there, and just love that little hold-up back heel play there from Tristan Austin. He's not the guy you expect on this team. You expect that to be a Mo NDI kind of move there, but a beautiful move there by number 4, Tristan Austin.
SK, okay, comes about 9:35, still to go here in the first quarter.
Second assist of the season for Tristan Austin, just his 3rd point. That was big. His 5th game playing. He has been, like I said, a young, intense player for the ambush this season.
And that's the 5th goal in now 10 games this year for SK. He was a little bit quiet against the Kansas City Comets, struggled to get goalward against the defense, but able to get the ambush level here early in the first. Ambush trying to spring Mo NDI. He and JT Thomas up top right now for St. Louis. Munoz able to ease it loose as that pressure fell back. Swept into the far corner. Pollo comes right to the edge of the box to grab an errant bounce.
He is surgical with those throws.
Rolls it forward to Mo NDI. Ends up touchback through Nico Caritas. And that's an underrated skill set to have. If you can really find a way to be a baseball player out there and put those throws right on point, it can make a huge difference. How about Otto Yahic trying to make a huge difference? And beautiful footwork, but Medrano knocked it away. It ends up back in front. Kuzikov! Oh, stoned by Munoz. Second try, whips it wide. Mo will try to clean up. Steps right past it. Adrian Miller applying pressure to try to close it down.
What a move in the box to get the defender to go down.
Kranz to Yahic. Yahic trying to pinball it home. Munoz gets in front of it. Offense really starting to pick up right now for St. Louis.
And that's why you stick with a guy like Ivan Munoz, because he can make moves like that. You start off a little rough, 0-3. The defense hasn't been great in front of you, but you stick with a goaltender because he can make those kind of saves. Robbie Cristo.
Hard challenge at midfield. He bumped into David Gonzalez. Gonzalez still got a pass away into the far corner. Paid a price, though, as Bobby Cristo, you're not going to miss him out of the field. Big boy. A shot from the Savage from just outside the yellow line ends up over the goal. Let's see if Cristo can get going in this game as well. He's definitely a difference maker.
He's a difference maker, and it doesn't seem to be the style of the ambush this year to get that deep hold-up play, kind of like we saw what Rian Marquez was able to do so much Friday night from the Kansas City Comets. That's what you want to see Robbie Cristo doing. Unfortunately, we haven't seen that kind of game. In fact, the biggest criticism I'd say if you talked about the ambush offense as a whole this season has been the fact that they don't get the ball inside the box consistently enough. Robbie Cristo's lack of production is a huge part of that.
7:33 to go here in the first. The ambush and the Chihuahua Savage tied 1-1. We're in a media timeout. Reminder that the official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight, expertly designed for the indoor game. Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday on MASL TV with Alex Bosjovanski, good friend of mine. That's MASL Primetime. He does a phenomenal job on that show, and he just had interim head coach, general manager, co-owner Jeff Locker on the program talking about the vision for this team going forward in 2022. And I really think this future is very, very bright for the ambush. That win on Friday is the type of W that can really propel you.
It's hard not to get excited. You come home, you have a 2-game stand, you win a game against the best team in the league that happens to also be your biggest rival. You get the Big Mo, as they like to call it. We got a Big Mo on this club here in the ambush. Mo NDI with the Big Mo momentum. They got it going from game to game. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Esque and Pollo out of the timeout, playing within the back. Pollo knocks it toward midfield. He wanted Briggs, crashing that party. Escalante to Pollo. He immediately dismisses it back toward midfield. Chihuahua able to make sure it didn't get to Cristo. Run down by Cañas. Heavy pressure here from Tristan Austin. Good defense poked away. It's bailed out, though, by Arturo Valle. Valle off the wall, in the box, quick volley. Luckily, it went high. Oh, set up extremely well. Right there on the doorstep was Puentes once again. He's got the goal for Chihuahua. Almost added a second.
Puente missed a sitter. He missed a sitter on that one, unfortunately. He's not going to miss that often. You got to tighten up this man-to-man defense from the ambush. And Pollo's got to tighten up those passes a little bit more. You're just praising him for it, and that's a second bad turnover on those passes.
Macias had it blocked by Briggs, trying to get it toward Pollo. Ends up deflecting into the first row of seats on the far side. Set here for the Chihuahua Savage. Again, 0-3, but all the games have been relatively close. They've been within 3 in all 3. They've taken on Ontario. They've taken on San Diego. They've taken on Milwaukee. And they will end up next weekend back in San Diego for a couple of games. Ambush will get another shot at these guys on February 11th right here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. That's a 7:35 p.m. start on February the 11th. Info and tickets available at stlambush.com. The ball that ended up out. Luis Quesada plus Jorge Rios right around it for Chihuahua on the far side, right by the wall. banged into the box.
Great angle, though.
Leyva was there, pried away from him, reserved. Pollo leaps in the air to grab and catapults long for Miller. Rainbow to himself by Escalante, able to get it under control. Hot battle midfield here. Briggs and Leyva locking up. Briggs able to force him to go back to the keeper, Munoz. Munoz sees a little lane here up the middle.
And the one thing you're going to notice is not a lot of pressure on the goalkeeper. Then they're going to play hard man-to-man. 5-on-5, and they're not going to worry about the goalkeeper. If the goalkeeper makes an incredible pass.
Oh, talk about incredible. Pollo once again going to the dive. Got a piece of a quick shot from Rios.
If the goaltender makes an incredible pass or something along those lines, Jeff Locker's prepared to live with that. So you're not going to see a lot of pressure, unfortunately. It's a little bit of a change.
Rios, set piece after Esque sent down a savage midfielder right around the wall. Generates an opportunity for Puentes. Grabbed on a roll by Pollo. And ultimately the ambush trying to spring Kojikov. It ends up out.
He's seeing something, though. He's seeing something. They're getting the outlets going here, and he's seeing something on the way that the ambush are able to break on these shots from the Savage. They're going to get some good looks here as this game progresses. He's just got to lock it in a little bit, keep that ball in.
Cañas, near side board just outside the yellow line, pressured by Berry with 5:45 to go here in the first. 1-1 ambush, Savage at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Berry, he was sent down in the far corner trying to make sure that Puentes checked that Cañas did not get loose and grab that ball. Cañas with a foul. Ambush on the clearance, trying to go over the top toward Big Mo. Ends up headed out. The ambush having just a little trouble keeping the ball on the surface, it seems like, here in this opening quarter.
Yeah, every ball just bouncing out of, off the field of play for them. Unfortunately, they've had a couple unforced errors, unforced turnovers, and lost possessions. Their one goes against the Savage.
We get it right back.
That was the breaks, I guess.
Ambush. Going to Yahich, flick on with the head, Kojikov.
I think they missed a clear too many man on.
To Otto Yahich. His shot went wide. We had a too many men penalty assessed against Kansas City on Friday.
Maybe that was just perfectly timed by the ambush, but man, that looked, and Chihuahua agreed, that looked like it might have been too many man on there.
Kojikov was trying to get room on the Chihuahua end, just outside the yellow line. He was sent down. Ambush, a quick restart. Trying to go to Mo, deflected back through Kojikov. Corralled by Leyva.
Either Miller Moreno has some hops. That's the third header he's gotten up there just to take away from the ambush. He's got some hops out there. Great, great defender.
Pressure from Kranz. He bumped into Luis Quesada and sent him to the ground. Chihuahua in their own end. Restart goes through Munoz with 4:38. The BJC logo. Munoz lasering. On the attack here, Chihuahua. Puentes, their goal scorer, just inside the goal stripe. Pressured by Yahich. Touched it to Gonzalez. Chihuahua keeping possession here. Went through Valle. And now to Macias. Kranz on the defense. Helped to start the takeaway. And clearance. Tennised right back in by Chihuahua. Yahich couldn't lay claim cleanly. Macias and co. Get it back in the back. Threaded now to Macias. Moving toward the ambush goal. Puentes off the wall through the box. Drifted by Macias. He went for it, and the ambush sent him to the ground. The set piece coming in front of the big 550 KTRS sign.
Man marking got a little loose there for about 20 seconds for the ambush. They got to tighten it up. That's how those easy attempts, that's how that first goal from Puentes happened.
Fouled by Austin, his first. 3:51. Rebooted through the middle, top of the arc. Puentes stopped up by Briggs. Austin able to grab. Back through Christian. Stolen away from him. Chip ended up high. Cañas, second chance, ended up wide. Given to him by Escalante. And Cañas, two great looks. Escalante could not believe he missed the second.
Briggs missed a very obvious give and go that Tristan Austin was trying to set up. You cannot let that happen.
Oh, wow. That'll get your heart beating right there.
That is an almost inexcusable mistake to make.
Good hustle from Cañas to get the takeaway. And then just could not finish on a couple of tries.
Good job by the woodwork. Best defense so far in the day.
Well, hey, we'll write it a thank you note after the game. Cristo trying to go to Esque on the Chihuahua end, just threaded a pass behind him. Esque a little bit out in front of it.
The
Up
placement
in the middle of the field will give it back to the Savage.
The placement was right, a beautiful little 5-hole pass there from Cristo, but the weight of the pass was off, ended up just being a little bit behind the crashing ambush player. A nice little pass, though, from Cristo.
Guernsey on a foul here, and down is Leyva. Again, he has a goal and an assist so far this season. Leyva going to be checked out by Aaron Rivera, the trainer for Chihuahua. And Guernsey
he didn't like the call, but
a little bit upset there.
Looks like he's I mean, when you extend the arms, they're going to call you every time, especially when it's from the back like that. Every time you extend the arms and it's from the back like that, they're going to call it. It's an easy call, too.
Guernsey at midfield just got a piece of Leyva with the outstretched arm and immediately said to the referee and crew, that was not worthy of the Tweety Bird. It came out, and the restart is immediately sent off of J.T. Thomas, his upper body, struck by Miller, who tries to get back with the play. Looking to get a loose ball right around the ambush yellow line, and Guernsey's going to be cited for another foul. He got a little tangled there with Miller. He came through the head of steam. Guernsey once again incredulous. Restart for Miller. Give over to Rios on the near side against Barry. Rios stepping toward the middle. His shot sent away by a foot. Ambush defense holds once again. That was Richard Schmerman on the dismissal. Miller, Barry trying to get to it around midfield. Ends up back with Puentes in the center circle. Puentes takes it outside, fires off the head of Schmerman. Oh! Bicycle attempt by Chihuahua, hit off of Schmerman and went wide. That was Rios, who wanted to get on SportsCenter right there.
What a tackle.
Schmerman able to take it away from Rios, and it ends up slipping back to Pollo.
If you could just have a rotation of 4 Richard Schmermans, this defense would be completely different.
He is second in the league. Pardon, that's Guernsey, second in the league in block shots, but Schmerman has gotten his share for sure as well this year. $1.58 left in this first quarter. Whistle going to stop play. And we will see what this is about as the ambush and the Savage await that as well. And there's been a yellow card shown. It looks like it's going against Chihuahua. They are
looks
protesting.
like it's been issued against the coaching staff.
Looks like it has been directed toward the bench.
To the bench, at least, excuse me.
Shane Butler talking it over with a couple of Savage players on the field, and they will send a representative. It looks like Miller off the bench to serve. Game on Friday featured plenty of cards between the ambush and the Kansas City Comets. 5 yellow cards, 1 red card, 4 blue cards in that game between the ambush and the Comets. And Miller is right in front of the penalty box right now. It might be someone else who actually goes in here.
It's like David Gonzalez. Nope, excuse me.
Looks like it's Leyva who is going to be the man sent on the free vacation here. Yellow card assessed against the Chihuahua bench. We will stay 5-on-5, 1:58 to go though in the first. We've seen our first little bit of yellow out there today.
Yeah, and it's from chatter from the bench, which we saw a lot on Friday, and it obviously affected the game, unfortunately. You don't like to see that, but that has been a point of emphasis this year from the MASL, and so you can't blame the officials for following the directive from the league. That's how it's going to go. The players and the coaches have to be aware of that. Oh, that was dangerous look there into Mo Ndiaye, and he wanted a little bit better of a pass.
Tried to go to Mo there toward the top of the box. Didn't happen as cleanly as they hoped.
Yeah, man. Not as cleanly as Mo hoped. He was not happy.
Kanya's taking it back through the middle. Right now it's 11-4 in terms of shots in favor of the Savage. They've generated plenty more opportunities. See if Mo and Co can maybe get us one here through Kojakov into the near side corner. Mo wrapped it around the wall. Ends up with the eye hitch, bangs it wide near post. Second chance by Caritas. Mostaza! There's a sea bass in this document, Shredder. Let's get ripped!
How How about this move by Mo NDI to get this shot off the wall? It looks like it's going to be a sitter for Vadim Kojakov, but it just barely bounces away. Second chance, no good. And then Nico Karitas coming from the yellow line, crashing hard, puts in a beauty into the lower left 90. What a shot there. A second one off the wall. And like I said, Nico Karitas charging in from the yellow line. And it looked like Munoz was able to get a finger on it, but all that did was slide it directly into the corner pocket. What a goal there by Nico Karitas.
From just outside the arc with 1:23 left in the first, Karitas' third goal of the season makes it 2-1. Ambush with the first lead of the game here for the St. Louis side. It almost is erased immediately on a beauty of a header by David Gonzalez, but a nice play by Pollo to elevate and grab. Rios going to try the luck again. Rios tapping, hot shot on the ground, and we're tied. Oh, wow. Nice finish there from Macias.
You won't see a worm burner much better than that from Macias. How about that one? Keeps it low to the ground, pulling across the defense. This is kind of the potential, con of a hard man-to-man defense, is that when you pull it across the defense like now, if you're able to get a step and a look like that, and heck, if you can pull it across your body the way that Macias was able to do, which is not easy, it's going to be a tough shot for the defense to stop, and that one was tough for Pollo. I mean, perfectly in the corner, just out of his reach.
Wow.
Pollo shrugs his shoulders, not a lot he can do there. Unfortunate break there for the ambush.
Perfectly placed.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it 2-2 just about 27 seconds after the ambush got the lead. That's kind of the theme here at the Family Arena this weekend. Get an early lead, and then it pretty much has immediately evaporated. Handed Kansas City a level game pretty early. Oh, Barry almost getting the lead back. And the same here against Chihuahua. Quick shot from the top of the arc by Barry, stoned by Munoz. We do have an update on that player in the box. Leyva, he is serving that yellow card 5 minutes. It'll carry into the second quarter. And officially the infraction is injured player illegal return. So injured player illegal return is the official designation, and that does explain why Leyva is still in the box. 10 seconds to go in this opening stanza. 2-2 game. Barry trying to work his way into the key, has it ripped away. Puentes with 5 seconds will just serve it downfield. Pollo off the wall, off a bounce, knocks it back toward the center stripe, and we will head to the second with the score 2-2. It's the St. Louis Ambush and the Chihuahua Savage right here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. A thrilling first quarter. A couple of goals from the Ambush that were really, really pretty. And we'll tell you more about those right after this on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
When I owned a small soccer business, I learned firsthand how tough being a small business owner can be. It was difficult keeping up with our accounting and taxes on top of running the business. Struggling to find help, I knew there had to be a better way. At CPAs for Hire, we understand the challenges small business owners face because we've been there. We take a personal approach to understanding your unique accounting, tax, and advisory needs, and customize affordable solutions that will help your business grow. We want to take this stress off your plate so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. Contact CPAs for Hire today to get your business on the right track.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV, the big 550 KTRS. Joey Santaboni, Matt Rocchio out here at the Family Arena. All the action for you. It's been good so far. Hugo Puentes made a 1-0 early on an assist by Enrique Cañas. That was 3:48 into the game. Chihuahua took a lead. Will Esque, though, responded. Gorgeous give and go with Tristan Austin to make it 1-1 at 5:25. Nico Caritas hammered one home on an assist that has been given to Otto Yahic. His shot went wide, bounced back to Caritas, who slammed it on in, but just about 27 seconds later, Ryan Macias from Jorge Rios made it 2-2, and that is where we stand here at the end of one. Matt, your take on that first 15.
Got to tighten up the defense. That's the big from the Ambush right now. You got to tighten up the defense. You're starting to get the looks. The big problem with the shot disparity isn't the fact that they have so many more shots than you. It's just how many shots that the Savage have. Because Pollo, he can stand on his head, as much as you want, but at some point things are going to break.
13-6 on shots in favor of Chihuahua. We've got more information on that Leyva yellow card. Again, he's serving a yellow card, and we are getting information now that says that yellow may have been for coming back before the guaranteed substitution. So working that out on the official designation, but for now, Leyva, for about the next 3 minutes, still banished here. Chihuahua now going left to right. They control. Rios from that yellow stripe. He's played extremely well today. Rios finds a little space, knocked it toward Pollo, and Pollo able to stop it up. Just a little ray of daylight past Schmerman to get the shot off. Mo, Kojikov on the other end. Mo and Ndiaye trying to go to work. Touch, Schmerman. Give back. Kranz feeding Ndiaye outside. Big Mo, 2 goals, 3 assists. Another day at the office for him against Kansas City on Friday. Tries to crash through the middle of the field. Cañas able to bounce it over him. And now Cañas will play it back toward the equator. The Chihuahua Savage going through Miller out of the back. Rios from the near side. Give Puentes a flying kick goal to open up the scoring. And he has also played extremely well. Going back through Munoz. Keeper launching long. Puentes in the far corner. Dueling here against Schmerman. Miller fire one across the box for him. Ends up going all the way through Austin. Corralled here on the near side board. Rios takeaway. Puentes steps past the yellow line, had it stolen away. Esque had the challenge. Schmerman came up with the ball. Through Cristo and Esque at midfield, slowed down. Back through Schmerman. Switches here for the ambush. Guernsey back on, as is Barry. Austin triangulates back toward Marcel. Guernsey trying to send it down the near side board, gives it to the fans. Miller on the restart just puts it to Gonzalez. 12:56 to go here in the second period. Anybody's match right now. Sent forward, Guernsey off his chest. Stops a line drive boot. Cristo is facing heavy pressure, trying to win it around midfield. And it's whistled dead. Ambush off the restart, feeding Briggs.
Just completely nothing changed with the whistle call.
Just keep on rolling. Ambush played it over the top. It was Gonzalez who was cited for the foul, but the Ambush just basically kept going with it. Ripped away in the Chihuahua end. Savage defense able to come up with it. Macias looking like he would lead a break. It was fluttered back through Miller. And give off to Munoz. Munoz once again wanting Puentes in that far corner.
That's a good move from Munoz. If he's going to get that time from the ambush, and he is every time.
Oh, defense was by Guernsey.
That's a great setup. They can't let these one-on-ones keep being such a weak part of the game.
Puentes got a shot off, but it went just wide. And now Puentes ends up down on the ground. He got Guernsey with his boot when he fell. Hit Guernsey in the head. Guernsey gave him a little shove, and ultimately this foul is going to go against Guernsey right at the top of the arc. Battling against Puentes, and Bobby Cristo is saying, let's not talk too much.
Good job getting his foot in there on the ball, but he just pulled Puente down, and then I'm not sure what was going on really after.
It looked
the play
like
there
Puentes boot kind of came over and hit him in the head, and Guernsey was talking to the referee until Cristo said, hey, go back to your position and let's just keep playing.
He fell back down on top of Puente at one point. Escalante here.
Oh, a goal for Chihuahua. That was well done. Macias faked, and then Escalante fed it right to Rios, and Rios just using that putter, able to get it in hole 3. 3-2, 11:50 to go here in the second.
Set piece is obviously so key here in the indoor game, and that one was as just clinical as you draw it up. Like you said, the fake there, Escalante comes in, and then just a quick little right foot, swing the pendulum there. What a sweet little goal there by Jorge Rios. He's been dangerous on the ball the entire game. It was only a matter of time before he was able to strike true.
Second goal of the season for him in his second game, and don't underestimate this Chihuahua Savage team. Again, they are 0-3, but you look how they played in Milwaukee. They were down 4-1 at half, tough deficit to come back from and get a W. But in that second half of the game, they scored 4 goals. They played pretty well and definitely made it a fight against the Wave. They've carried some of that momentum here to the Family Arena in St. Charles, and they're on another break. Centering opportunity. Pollo able to get a foot on it. Rios on the shot. It was given to him by Gonzalez.
And Rios just outran the entire ambush defense. Carritos couldn't keep up with him. He couldn't get down there quick enough.
Pollo just able to deflect it wide and keep this a 1-goal game. Miller pressuring in the Chihuahua end. Ended up sending one of the Savage defensemen down to the ground. It looks like it's Escalante. And Miller was none too happy with the call. Ambush have not exactly been thrilled with the refereeing so far, but precedent has been established, and just got to keep rolling here. See if we can get our big guns, Mo, Kojikov, these guys have been a little bit quiet here today. See if we can get them rolling, get a tie game.
Got to get in dangerous areas. That's when things like set pieces happen. That's when you get power plays, is when you get the ball in the dangerous areas. And so far the Ambush have rarely, outside of their goals, been able to get the ball in the dangerous area. On the other hand, the Savage have multiple times, plenty of times when they haven't been able to score, and obviously 3 more times, a couple more times here than the Ambush when they were able to score.
Miller from midfield was trying to push it into the far corner. He ended up on his derriere. And once again,
it's a good one.
It's going to be the Ambush cited for a foul they're not crazy about. Vadim Kojikov, maybe give him a little shove, but the restart ends up securely in the midst of Pollo, played off the wall.
Yeah, it was not a great play. Now they're going to have Pollo with his one touch and pressure. Good pass out of it.
Cortez giving to Kranz.
Job.
Nice run here from Esque down the near side. Takes it to the box. Esque! Found Austin. Tipped on home with the skull. 3-3 right here in the Family Arena in St. Charles.
I think we might have to say technically that's going to be an own goal on the Savage.
Austin was in front. Esque got a nice shot off, and who hit it? It was a Chihuahua Savage.
That was a Chihuahua Savage, I believe. That was Enrique Cañez.
Esque came streaking in, and indeed, it did hit.
Yes, Enrique Cañez, number 99, right there in the middle, doing a good job of fronting Austin, but unfortunately a beautiful, great run there by William Esque. He's able to pick it up off a great pass from the back, take it across the yellow line, cross in from his left foot to his right foot, and a beautiful strike there, but undoubtedly directed right into the goal by the defender. So Will Esque right now is going to be announced as the goaltender, but I think with the way the ball was completely changed direction, I think you'd have to maybe call that an own goal.
SK, 2 goals in the game, 6 on the season. Greg Kranz with his first assist. And with some of these stars a little bit quiet, Mo and Vadim Kojikov, JT Thomas, SK has had his best game here at home this season. And he has really helped to keep this Ambush team close and now level against Chihuahua. Otto Yahic from midfield with 9:56, trying to engineer another opportunity, feeding Cristo. Cristo had JT running in, gave back to Kranz. His shot was going wide. It was tipped by the Chihuahua defense. Ends up back with Briggs at midfield. See if the Ambush can get some confidence here. And Kranz, send forward in the air, knocked out of it by Cristo.
Let's go, Ambush.
Push back through Kranz.
Let's go, Ambush.
Thomas appears on the near side board, the 5th year Ambush star. off the plexiglass, trying to center Cristo in the box. Cristo knocked away from it by Puentes. Thomas was scrambling after it, might have taken a hand to the face from the Chihuahua defense. And there's a blue card that's about to be assessed. There's a blue card being shown, and there's a man down on the near side for Chihuahua. He is writhing and wriggling in pain.
And his coaches are telling him to get up and come off the bench so they can use their advantage.
I don't think he's able to.
No, he's not
get
able
up.
to. Yeah, Munoz is trying to help him get up. They want to take their advantage, and they're not going to be able to.
He's going to be down still here. It's Jorge Gonzalez who is down after a hard challenge. Kranz, the man who will be in the box for the ambush with 8:45 to go in the second. Hard scramble, near side board, and a sliding tackle by
Hard
Kranz.
to see there from the angle whether he got any ball there, but clearly from the call it doesn't look like he did.
Came in again as a slide tackler and ended up taking Gonzalez down. It will be 2 minutes for tripping. Athletic training staff going to check out Gonzalez, make sure he is all right. We want to say thank you again for being with us right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. The Ambush have partnered with the Big 550 this season to have all home games broadcast live on radio or on the 550 KTRS app. Thank you very much to our good friends at KTRS, especially the all-time legend Mark Moser. Remember, fans, the official practice facility for the St. Louis Ambush is Veta. Veta has 9 locations in the St. Louis metro area. Check them out at vetasports.com. The Ambush are proud to partner with Club Fitness this season. Club Fitness is locally owned and operated since 1983. We encourage you to lift local and join the club today. Get more information by visiting clubfitness.us. Gonzalez very gingerly able to rise here. And Gonzalez being supported just partially here by the training staff, mostly under his own power, making his way toward the bench, but it does look like this injury is fairly serious.
Yes, it does. He obviously couldn't get up, unfortunately.
And now they'll carry him off. A teammate has come out to really help him. His feet are no longer even on the ground. They're carrying him toward the bench.
You hate to see that. So it's a risky tackle there. Risky tackle there right into the boards. Can be a little dangerous.
Well, he's played well today.
Yes, he has.
And for Chihuahua this season, obviously just getting started. It is their first year in the MASL. A couple years ago, they were undefeated, 12-0 in M2 that season. Cut short by the pandemic, did not play last year. Get a chance in the MASL this season. Gonzalez, one of their key guys, hopeful that he can return. If not today, then at least going forward when they end up in San Diego next weekend.
Yeah, you start the season right off the bat. Bunch of away games, always tricky. And you said they've been able to keep a lot of them close. So last thing you want to do is lose a player to injury here as you're trying to get a little bit closer to home.
Definitely going to be a loss for them today. SK shorthanded. Ambush do lead the MASL. Shorthanded goals coming into the weekend with 4. SK taking it backward.
Great
Happy
job.
just to take some sand out of the hourglass. Knocked by Kojikov all the way back through Pollo. Sends it through the middle on the Ambush end. Knocked down with Schmerman. Barry bounces it back toward midfield. $1.18 left on the power play for Chihuahua. First time either team has had the 5-on-4 advantage here this afternoon. 3-3 affair. 7:53 to go in the second quarter. Triangulated.
This is where games are won and lost right here. This is how the Ambush were able to defeat the Comets. Power play efficiency.
It is sent back. Escalante giving to David Gonzalez. David knocked it through the middle. It ended up in the air with Puentes. Didn't get a shot off cleanly. Puentes turning. Knocks it into Pollo, who knocks it off the board. Bounces back toward Macias. Rolled to Puentes for our corner. 33 seconds left on the penalty kill. Given here to Escalante. Escalante over the top. Headed by Puentes. It's right back. Everything goes through him. Finds a friend up top. Macias gives it a rip. Great glove save by Mr. Pollo Cortez. Got the hands up to it. 10 seconds left now on the penalty kill.
Great save by Pollo, but also what an incredible clearance by Willie Mesquez as he was about halfway on the ground, able to get one leg up.
Puentes shoots one wide, second chance, and on the inside of the post for David Gonzalez, and ended up caroming away. Another strike at it for Escalante from well outside the box is parried by the Ambush defense. It bounces up into the seats. Ambush able to escape with the score still 3-3. We get back to 5-on-5.
Woodwork's still my player of the game.
The fixtures have certainly loomed large. Media timeout with 6:35 left here in the second. Each team has scored. It was Puentes who once again set it up. And then that shot by David Gonzalez. Boy, it hit the inside of the post, it looked like, and ricocheted away. Ultimately, Pollo able to make a final save on that third opportunity for Chihuahua. A tremendous effort today from the Savage for sure. They continue to bring this pressure, and do you think they'll be able to keep this up as we go into the second half?
Absolutely. They don't look like they're going to be stopping at all, and they know that they are close to breaking the ambush right now. They keep getting good looks. They can keep this up right now. Unless the ambush tighten this defense up a lot, I don't know how much the pace or tone of this game is really going to change.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note with MASLsoccer.com. High effort from the Chihuahua Savage out there today. Again, these two teams do meet on February 11th once again here at the Family Arena. That's the next time that the St. Louis Ambush will be at home here in St. Charles. So come on out and see us once again. February 11th against the Chihuahua Savage. Tickets available at stlambush.com. 18-7 right now on shots for Chihuahua. And they've gotten a good game from David Gonzalez, who just hit that post. David, he's put a lot of things together for this team up top, but really it goes through Puentes. He's been a star with that first goal. And they will try to engineer another here. It's Miller who's going to take the strike on the set piece. Again, it was off the ambush, out of play, going into the media timeout. Not really a corner kick officially here, but close to the corner. Set piece against two on the wall, Miller and Thomas. Miller knocks it back through Rios. Recirculated to the far side. Knocked off the board. In the middle is David Gonzalez again. And a great save by Pollo. Headed toward that far post, and Pollo got one hand on it, punched it away.
There were two Savage in the box and one ambush. That cannot happen. The defense has to tighten up. You're going to play a hard man-to-man scheme. You got to watch your man. Can't be ball watching. Can't let him slip behind you.
Well, I appreciate you using the grammatically correct to ambush rather than the popularly used two ambushes. It's JT Thomas giving here to Miller. Down the near side in the Chihuahua end, he has it ripped away. Cañez smacked it off the boards, and it's ultimately headed back to midfield where Briggs is able to lay claim. 5:43 left to go here in the second quarter. Just a little bit sluggish on the offensive end outside of SK for the ambush. Trying to get Howard Miller Jr. going here. Far side, came to greet a pass. Chihuahua swarms, and it's whistled back. Like it would be a takeaway. Instead, a foul will be assessed here against the Savage, and it'll open up an opportunity for the ambush.
They got to get something going here. When you have just 7 shots but 3 goals, you can take a couple things from that. One, that you're really efficient, and 2, that you're not getting enough looks. Fix one of those.
Mo and SK around the ball. Mo played it off the wall through the box. Came all the way back through Schmerman. His shot blocked. Ends up off the glass through that box again and is grabbed by the keeper Munoz. Foul there was by Leyva, the guy who served that yellow card earlier, to get the opportunity for St. Louis, but it's again nothing particularly clean toward the goal. Chihuahua on the attack from the corner, Rios. Jorge Rios touching back through Valle. Valle, no room to work into the corner. Recycles through Rios, pressure by SK, and hasn't he had an afternoon. Gets the steal. Off the wall, trying to pass to Thomas, comes sliding through. That's a very good slide tackle right there. Got the ball, but couldn't keep possession. poked off the board. Cañas taking it across the yellow line. Cañas, a shot hit the inside of the post again and ricocheted away. Cañas, a second try. And with some cuticles on it is Pollo. And Cortez just got a piece and knocked it away. And they go to Puentes on a takeaway to Cañas, missed upstairs. Puentes won't. He puts it in the bank vault. About 4 opportunities in a row for Chihuahua, and finally Puentes gets his second strike of the game to make it 4-3 with 4:13 to go in the second.
Oh, Pollo took a little shot there too. He is
limping.
He's limping. He's down on his knees right now. So he took a shot. It looks on his ankle or something like that. That's the worst thing you want to see. It looks like he twisted. Oh, yeah, you can see it there as Puentes scores the goal. Pollo twisted his ankle, coming back down, trying to get up. Oh, yeah, twisted back under.
Tried to scramble back and get in front of Puentes, and he is down right on the edge of the box, and he is clasping briefly there at the ankle. Looks like this is fairly serious. Training staff is going to check out his right ankle.
Robbie Cristo is warming up Sway Maison, the backup goalie who started obviously a number of games here, 6 games already this season for the St. Louis Ambush. This would be a rough go here for the Ambush.
Had the W here against the Milwaukee Wave. That was December 19th, Sway.
And the last thing you want to do is put in your backup goaltender when the defense is struggling the way the Ambush are right now. And there's no doubt about it right now. The Ambush defense is struggling. They let up over 40 shots against the Comets, but they're on trail to let up about that right now against the Savage. I mean, this is a struggle right now. It looks like Sway's going to go back in the locker room. They're not going to. Pollo's going to stay out.
Looks like he's all right. He was doing some cutting and some agility type of drills there to test the ankle. Again, looked like he kind of twisted it. At the very least, landed very awkwardly on it. But he is all right.
Yeah, as long as he can take off, that's good. But again, the big thing right now, even secondary to Pollo's, how much that ankle's feeling under him. It just the Ambush defense does not lock up. It's not really going to matter what Pollo can do. There's going to be too many point-blank shots.
Down by 1, 4-3. Ambush offense stalls a bit here in the Chihuahua end. Savage, they've had more energy out there today. They go to Cesar Ruiz, shaking and baking against Briggs. Had a friend on the outside. Shot not away cleanly. Yahic was able to interrupt that right on the edge of the box. Came off the foot of David Gonzalez. And another opportunity to try to get out on that break just does not really happen for the Ambush. Taken away immediately by Chihuahua. Savage, this is their longest road trip heretofore. Gonzalez just inside the Ambush end. Got a little bit locked up with Caritas. Caritas sent him down foul here.
They haven't won many battles like that, challenges if you will, in this game without getting a penalty, without getting a whistle called on them. The Ambush just need to clean up the defense in a lot of different ways right now. That's been the Achilles heel right now in this game.
Caritas on the latest foul. He is the other goal scorer besides SK. SK with a pair of goals. Caritas joined Will as the goal scorers in the first quarter. Saran wrapped here to Pollo. Easy catch for him. Rolls it out to SK. SK, burst of speed. He's got Tristan Austin far side. Austin ballets it back, fires a shot. It was blocked by Luis Quesada. Deflects up and out of play.
And there's a blue card up. The Ambush playing with a little bit of advantage there. Beautiful job there to get the goalie to come out. You get the goalie to make the first move. You know this just like in hockey. Anytime the goalie makes the first move, that's good for the offense. And that was a great job by the Ambush. You got the goalie to come out, make the first move. He's down on the ground. Usually you're able to score a goal there. And beautiful job, by the way, by William Esque to get that ball up. An incredible run there. And then Tristan Austin, a great job there. Really, you got to give credit, a lot of credit, to Luis Carlos Quezada for coming in there and helping out his goalie on that one.
And SK on the pass to Austin, it looked like he was sent down by Leyva, and Leyva is kind of shrugging his shoulders saying, what, me? He's headed toward the box. And it might have actually been a different defender. I think Leyva might actually have a point here. He is saying, look at the replay. We're going to confirm on this. Leyva is right next to the penalty box. They're trying to figure out, there's no doubt there was a trip, but who was it is the question right now. refereeing crew getting it all sorted out right now. A lot of penalties this weekend. Going back to that Kansas City game, we've seen some cards come out here against Chihuahua, against the Ambush as well. And let's see, it looks like it was actually 23,
yeah, it was
not
Luis
13.
Carlos Quezada,
So it's Quesada who
came in later and had
stopping the shot.
He saved it earlier.
He did send SK down, and I think they figured this out. I saw them hold up 2 fingers to say 2-3, not 1-3, and here indeed is Quesada.
Yeah. Strong contest, but obviously when you get a player like SK coming down the hill like that, it's kind of hard to get a clean tackle that isn't going to get a call going your way. Great job by SK. I mean, he has been incredible just charging down like that.
Robbie Cristo will take the corner, 5-on-4 for the Ambush with 2:52 to go here in the second. He taps it to Thomas. His shot / cross was partially tipped. Ended up with Briggs toward the yellow line. Couldn't get a shot off. Stolen away with a burst of speed by Chihuahua. Macias trying to take it to the corner. Macias corralled by Kochikov. Vadim. Briggs able to take it away from him. Macias going to get off. Critical penalty kill here for Chihuahua. Critical opportunity for the Ambush. Who can get that little burst of momentum going to the locker room, going to the orange slices. Cristo, pitch and catch with Yahic. Tap to Kochikov. Thomas poised at the top of the box. Cristo to Vadim. And I think he'll want that one back. Sends it in a prop plane all the way onto the netting, behind the netting, out of play. And he was tapping his chest, saying that was my bad, a mishit.
Crucial time here for the Ambush to get a goal. JT Thomas now on the field. Have to wonder where Mo Ndia is, though. This is usually the bailiwick, if you will, the time when him and JT Thomas combine to make magic happen. The power play and set
I swear you
pieces.
have the best vocabulary of any commentator in this major arena soccer league, Matt. I'm going to go ahead and give the golden thesaurus to you right now. Oh, I have no idea what a bailiwick is.
It's kind of like your force majeure.
SK?
That's the wrong one, obviously.
Well, if you're using a synonym, you got to give me one I might know.
I'm just going to start throwing out random things that aren't correct and see if you can pick up on it. Like, again, misusing force majeure.
Thomas to Kochikov. Briggs on a cross. Had it go off the chest. Goal was open, and it just deflected on his chest off of it and was grabbed by the keeper, who dismisses it to the Ambush end of the field. Munoz happy to escape, and now a foul called against the Ambush in the scramble for the ball. Cristo came up limping a little bit after a tangle, and the Chihuahua Savage attacker, Jorge Rios, down. He gets up slowly. Cristo gets the foul. Just a little bit of contact there, and Cristo, who's much taller than Rios, ends up cited for the foul. Do hope he's all right. Still on the field. Just moving a little gingerly. Briggs in the back after the set piece goes nowhere. Touches it to Barry. Pressure came from Cagnes.
Just not a good use of a penalty right there in a power play.
Final seconds, and we will get back to 5-on-5 with the score unchanged. 4-3, final 45 seconds of the second quarter. Yahic on the outside, just inside the Chihuahua end. Back to Caritas. Outside Miller, just in front of the Chihuahua bench. Miller has to go back with it. It's been really good pressure from Chihuahua to force the Ambush to go back. Quesada fresh out of the box, the latest to delay this Ambush attack. Now it's Kochikov from the equator, giving Miller.
Yeah, Vadim thought he had a nice little run there off of Miller's hold-up play, and it looks like he did.
Miss hit from outside the yellow line by Schmerman. He airmails one with 11.8 seconds to go. It'll go to the keeper, Munoz, and this will be the last charge of the second quarter. Munoz catapults it long. Puentes tries to get ahead on it. Instead, Caritas knocks it forward past Yahic. A slam by the foot of Medrano, and it gets all the way into the second level of the stands with 2.8 seconds to go. Far side, just in front of their own bench. Ambush will have one last crack at this. Down 4-3 against the Chihuahua Savage. And Schmerman will send it all the way to Munoz, who is going a little bit wide. Munoz leaps up and grabs. Score will be 4-3 Chihuahua as we go to the third quarter in 15 minutes. Matt, your final thoughts on this exciting first half?
You get a power play like that again if you're the ambush. You cannot let it go away that easily. I'm not saying you got to score on every power play, but you got to pressure the defense a little bit better than they did. There was one good look there. Unfortunately, Christian Briggs couldn't tap it off his chest a little bit, more directional towards the goal. But nonetheless, that was the only real dangerous look. You got to get more from that.
Ambush alum Ross McGregor will join us on the Big 550 KTRS, and we will be back with more exciting action from the Family Arena in St. Charles in just 15 minutes. You're watching St. Louis Ambush Soccer on MASL TV at the Big 550 KTRS.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
Club Fitness knows St. Louis. We live local in our town. We work, we laugh, we give back, we sweat, support, and connect. We work every day to support your fitness goals and our community's needs. We've had your support for 35 years. We will always be there for you. Make a difference in your life and our community. Because lifting local lifts everybody.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
When I owned a small soccer business, I learned firsthand how tough being a small business owner can be. It was difficult keeping up with our accounting and taxes on top of running the business. Struggling to find help, I knew there had to be a better way. At CPAs for Hire, we understand the challenges small business owners face because we've been there. We take a personal approach to understanding your unique accounting, tax, and advisory needs, and customize affordable solutions that will help your business grow. We want to take this stress off your plate so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. Contact CPAs for Hire today to get your business on the right track.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
Hey, welcome back to Primetime, everyone. So last season was a big step forward for the St. Louis Ambush. The club made the postseason for the first time in its MASL existence. Okay, so every team made the playoffs last year since only 7 organizations were able to compete. But in all seriousness, the Ambush did post a winning record for the first time ever, which is saying something considering just how competitive the league was last season. Well, this year, St. Louis has been building on that experience, and they've been looking pretty good so far. We take a closer look at the Ambush today in our Primetime Spotlights.
Right here, waiting for it. He springs it loose. Thomas with plenty of real estate. Thomas against Netco. Gives you a friend. It's in! It's
The excitement is off the charts this year in St. Louis, building on a campaign in 2021 that saw the Ambush qualify for the postseason and post a winning record for the first time in the MASL.
Yeah, last season was definitely a crazy season. Luckily here in St. Louis, we were able to have a season. Really benefit, the talent, benefit the players. But then, and I think it just helps us going forward on kind of how we build a tradition here in St. Louis. Reaching the playoffs last year, that was a huge step for us, and hopefully leading us into a good season this coming season too.
With an influx of new players on the roster, the squad is still developing the all-important chemistry that's needed.
It's taken a little bit of time to get the guys to go ahead and gel. You know, we brought in 10 new players from last season. Looked at kind of what I want to consider to be a little bit of a youth movement within the squad. So getting those players to gel has been it's been fun. It's been interesting. I think we've had some good games. We've had some bad games. And, you know, I think that's what we're going to see going forward.
Week 6 of play was a perfect example of what Jeff Locker is talking about. A road trip to Tacoma brought out both sides of the team. A big win on Friday, a big loss on Sunday. But one new addition that's been a constant threat is leading scorer Mo Ndiaye, who last played with Baltimore 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I think Muhammad's done a phenomenal job coming into the season, adapting to the team. You know, he's a big, strong presence.
And getting the experience, Mo Ndiaye!
If you look at what he does with his body, how he moves off the ball, he just does a great job of getting there. And, you know, he's been a breath of fresh air for us and getting some goals, so it's been nice.
There's no shortage of offensive weapons. Vadim Kojikov is averaging over a point per game. Ado Djokic has been lethal as well. And ambush veteran JT Thomas just continues to produce.
Touched over to JT, the shot, he scores! The Englishman JT Thomas wins it in overtime.
JT is an ultimate professional for us. You know, he has been working hard in the offseason. He was one of the leaders all of offseason, organizing the guys, getting the guys to come together early on. You know, JT's just been working really, really, really hard, and I think it shows in JT's play.
Locker also praises midfielder Lucas Almeida, now in his 7th year with the Ambush.
You know, Lucas has been a long-term leader for this squad. You know, we've missed him in some of the early games. He's been integral in kind of getting the players to gel now, and I think going forward, having Lucas in the lineup for us is going to be huge.
St. Louis had a surprise coaching change recently with the abrupt resignation of bench boss Greg Muir. Jeff Locker has been filling in as interim coach, and he's optimistic as to what this team can accomplish once the squad gels completely.
I think we will be in the playoffs. Just the way that the team's coming together is going to be huge, and I think the better we play, the more fan support we're going to have here in St. Louis, and we're going to build some good momentum.
Here's a look at the best plays from last week in the Major Arena Soccer League.
There's Togba, nice move at the shot, and there's the goal from James Togba. And double step over move, and then just the back of the net.
Great save by Silva, his best of the game.
Oh, Francis, shot to the goal.
Unreal shot from the sniper. Pereira, beauty. Popo.
Simple pass, simple finish.
Massive save by Ben Henry. It looked like the empty net, except for him flying across the goal.
And I'll tell you, Ray Lee saved the goal there, no doubt. Gibson plays it off to number 31, Christian.
Look out here. Oh, what a goal. What a goal for Simpson. Silky.
My name is Tom White, St. Joe's County Youth Soccer Association. I guess my passion is families teaching families about soccer. SCISA is the largest recreational organization in the state. We take the opportunity to build the community within the community and let it be about the soccer and the kids, not about anything else. A positive environment for everybody. If you just want to pass along a soccer passion that you had as a kid, this is the place to be. Yeah, this is the place to be.
Daniel's experience with Kickaroos is he loves putting on the jersey every Saturday. He comes out, enjoys being part of the team, playing around with the ball, learning the game from his coaches, and skills that can last him a lifetime.
You know, this is what young kids sports should be like. It should be fun, it should be engaging, it should be positive. And my son Henry, when I tell him today is Thursday, he's like, is tomorrow soccer day? It's like, no, tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday is soccer day. For a 4-year-old to have that sort of desire to keep doing an activity, it says a lot about the program. I feel like every coach that we've interacted with, they truly enjoy working with the kids. So at the end of the practice, I make it a mission of mine to say thank you and say, hey, how is my kid doing? And they're all like, oh, he's having so much fun, and we love having him, and so it's clear that everybody involved really enjoys kids.
I love soccer so much, and just being a part of the game, being able to coach kids, and like being able to influence them like at such a young age in this great sport, it's really something.
Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
Color the flowers. That's just the whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you.
Thank you. There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV. The Big 550 KTRS. Ambush trailing the Chihuahua Savage 4-3 as we start the third quarter. Remember, you can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday on MASL TV with Alex Boschivansky. That's MASL Primetime, and we know that some of these highlights from this exciting game will show up with our good friend Alex. 7 goals between the two teams over the course of the first 2 quarters. A couple of goals by SK and one by Caritas for the Ambush, but it was the Chihuahua Savage who started early with that beauty of a strike from Puentes. A diving, flying kick at the top of the box. Puentes, who has 2 goals in this game, scored, but the Ambush quickly responded. SK, gorgeous give and go with Tristan Austin to make it 1-1. And then the Ambush got a lead on this rebound goal from Caritas. Otto Yahic on the shot, then Caritas with the flush. That lead stood for just 27 seconds, though, as the Chihuahua Savage once again came roaring back. It is the second goal of the game for them by Brian Macias, assisted by Jorge Rios, and then Jorge Rios himself would make it 3-2. The lead once again to the Savage on the Rios finish off the set piece, just slotting it by Boyo Cortez. Nice finish from him. SK, a nice finish from him using a Chihuahua Savage defenseman in the box. SK coming streaking down the near side, gets to the top of the arc, fires it. It looked like it had a chance to maybe go in, hit off a Savage defenseman, and ended up in the back of the net, as did that by Puentes. Served over the top by Cañas, and Puentes right there to volley it home, make it 4-3. That latest goal came at 10:47 of the second to make it 4-3, and that is where we do stand. Ambush down by a tally against this Chihuahua Savage team. Matt, how did the Ambush come back and salvage a victory here at the Family Arena?
Tighten up the defense and continue to find your playmakers on offense. We haven't been able today to say JT Thomas's or Mo NDI's name nearly enough. That's been a problem. Cycle the ball to them more often and tighten up the defense, and you can win this game.
Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill. Ambush, work cut out for them for sure. This Chihuahua Savage team, I think they've had more energy than the home squad. They have outshot the Ambush 22-12, just playing with a little bit more of a spark, but no time like the present to find it for St. Louis. It will be Pollo Cortez still in net. He dealt with a minor ankle injury, it looked like there in the second quarter. He is going to remain in the game. Munoz will still be between the pipes for this Chihuahua Savage team, and they lost one of their defensemen in that second quarter. It was Jorge Gonzalez, who ended up exiting after getting kind of caught on the near side board on a slide tackle. We will monitor that situation, see if Gonzalez is able to come back, but he was carried off the field. We are not expecting to see him reappear. That's the energy I'm talking about right there from Puentes. He is moving around the ball in the center circle, really dancing around it. An impressive display of agility. He will tap it off for the Chihuahua Savage. They're going right to left in the red jerseys. Ambush in the teal, going left to right here as we start this third quarter at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Puentes receives one in the center circle, knocks it to the near side corner. SK trying to get to it. Medrano putting pressure on him, and Pollo is able to grab here. Chihuahua saying that maybe SK knocked it back to him, but no whistle comes out. And Pollo Cortez scoops it up, and now SK will bring it across the timeline. Will SK, no doubt about it, the star of the game right now for St. Louis. Recirculating through Christian Briggs. He had a look late, potential open net, had a ball go off his chest.
Right there. Hey, good start there. Ball right into Mo NDI. He couldn't handle it. It came in a little bit hard. First touch wasn't good enough, but nonetheless, right out of the gate, getting the ball deep into Mo NDI. They need that.
Mo positioned at the top of the box once again. JT Thomas is out there in a striking role.
I think it's hard for, if you're a fan of the Ambush, to watch the Comets get Rion Marquez deep in the box one-on-one against a defender 15 times in a game and watch the Ambush struggle to get Mo NDI in that position more than once or twice.
Mo.
You got to see it more.
Overlapping run, JT Thomas. Mo knocked it behind him, now gets it back toward the top of the key. Mo bangs it off the board. Wanted Thomas there is tipped away. Mo and Thomas crashing the party, almost able to sluice it in. Ends up with Puentes far side. Chihuahua trying to break it loose. Rios across the timeline. Good effort there from Mo and JT. Miller just inside the yellow line. Goes off the glass, trying to knock it through the box. Snuffed by Pollo. Bowled out. Barry on the run. Pressured from behind. Gives to Mo off the wall. Had a man streaking through. Kojikov appeared in the box, but the ball just flew by him.
Mo coming on the right side, had Vadim Kojikov streaking from the left into the middle. Just a little bit too hard. Blue card's going to be shown against Marcel Barry.
Barry was trying to chase down Jorge Rios, and it looked like he kind of horse collar tackled him, had a hand up around his shoulders or neck area, and that seemed fairly obvious there. It looked like he pulled him down.
Yeah, that's just going to get called every time. There's nothing, no question, nobody saying anything. Even Marcel Barry knew as soon as he did it what was about to happen there. So you got to kill a penalty here. Rough go here for the Ambush. It's just unforced errors that they're putting themselves in their position. Obviously, you got to give credit to the Savage. They've been running. They've been running this game. The Ambush transition should be one of their strengths, but against the Comets and so far today, it has not been.
Power play comes just $1.52 into this third quarter. Fortuitous start for Chihuahua. Macias moves it down low. 5-on-4 for Chihuahua. They have not led by 2 in this game, though they've built multiple one-goal leads. Rios touching to Puentes. Back to Rios. Esque trying to keep him contained. Pitch and catch. Puentes Rios. Touched outside Macias. Chihuahua content right now just to keep it on the outside of the box, knock it around, see if something will open up. 1:18 left on the power play. This has been a good chunk of time gone by. Seeking a shot. Rios rips it there, knocked down by the gloves of Pollo. It was loose briefly and knocked out by Guernsey.
Dangerous rebound there, but a great shot by Rios. Hard for him to handle.
Macias to Rios. Puentes down low. Guernsey fronting the ball. Rios tried his luck again. Guernsey, who's been wonderful. 11 block shots coming into play today. Got a piece of that. Chihuahua back up top. Escalante pushing Rios. Down low Puentes. Give back. Hot shot a little bit high from Macias. Puentes knocks the rebound cross field. It skips up into the stands before it could be grabbed by Escalante. Once again, the ambush happy to escape.
Big clearance there. Good job. It went. Got a little bit lucky there with the bounce the way it went from Puente. You got to have cleaner passing here. You got
30 seconds left here on the penalty kill. Again, the ambush have done well with the shorthanded goals this season.
Robbie Cristo's hold-up play has been better this game, but it just seems every possession where he has that hold-up play, he's just a split second late on when to make that pass, when to make that move.
14 seconds left on the power play for Chihuahua. They get another attack on after Cristo and co. couldn't hold on to it in the Savage end. Cañez feeding outside, now gets it back, top of the arc, sends one wide with the right foot. A little bit of an awkward approach to it. Barry comes back on the field. 5-on-5, last gasp. Rios, near side, just outside the box. Stifled by Barry. Guernsey on the defense as well. Rios buys some time, takes it back to the gold line. Barry trying to keep him close. Rios moving laterally. Touches it to Puentes, far corner. Cristo on him. Puentes, he's great in small spaces. And they know exactly where they want to go with the ball seemingly every possession when he's on the field. Giving it to him in the corners. He will get a little rest here, back to the bench. Cañez, he takes a shot from well outside the box. Stopped by Pollo, chased it outside the box and was caught out of position. Makes a save, won't make a second. Rebound to Cañez, and Cañez able to skip it home after Pollo, who chased the ball outside of the box, scrambled back and made a save on an initial opportunity. And Cañez finds the back of the net and makes it 5-3 here with 10:18 to go in the third.
Pollo still walking a little bit gingerly, it looks like, on that ankle. Took him a little bit to recover. Just unfortunate play there by the ambush. Clean clearances have been a problem for them defensively. A number of problems they've had defensively, but clean clearances have been one that haven't really got them, really bit them yet. But it's something that's been problematic in these power plays when they're trying to kill them because they just don't kill time well with clean clearances. Marcel Barry having a rough start to the second half here.
Macias had the initial chance there, and then it was Cañez, it looked like, who was able to send it on home. This is the first 2-goal lead of the game for either team. Again, the ambush have led for just 27 seconds in this one. The 26th shot of the game. Cañez on the goal. Macias is officially given the assist.
This is huge.
Mo takes a set piece now from just outside the Chihuahua box. He gave it to Thomas, and streaking on through, it was Kranz on the back door who almost tapped it home, but just not to be. Clearance ends up in the stands off the feet of the ambush, and this will come out with Chihuahua.
Credit to the ambush, another creative play on the set piece. Looks like it had a goal made in the shade, but unfortunately couldn't put it away.
And Chihuahua serves it into the St. Louis ambush end. Quezada trying to charge through it, knocks it off the board. Pollo in front of the goal, able to gobble it up. 9:42 to go here in the third. Ambush facing the 2-goal deficit. And what's concerning really is nobody's been going offensively outside of the guy with the ball right now, SK, who's been excellent. Caritas has scored, but there's big guns. Kochikov, Mo, JT, quiet. SK whipping one through the middle. Tristan Austin almost got to it. Deflects out to Guernsey. Schmerman from just inside the Chihuahua end. Touching back to Caritas. Nico outside, giving to Marcel Barry. Ambush today, again, playing without Tony Walls, who is celebrating his 32nd birthday, dealing with a little bit of calf soreness. He had the game winner against Kansas City in the final 2 minutes. 6-5 W. Mo from the top of the box, flicking to Caritas, banged off the wall. Briggs can't stuff it home. Munoz scrambling back to get in front of the shot.
Second time Briggs has had one right there on the corner. First time it was on the right corner on the other side of the field. This time it was the left corner down on this side. And an unfortunate break, just couldn't redirect the ball with enough force back towards the net.
Here's Puentes once again. Got it to him in the corner. Ambush take it right back. Briggs, Berry, play with it around midfield and recycle it through Pollo Cortez. He will have to be very sharp for the rest of the third and into the fourth. Team can't afford many more savage strikes. Guernsey sending it long for Robbie Cristo. St. Louis U product has to battle with it far corner. He turned and shot. It was deflected by SK and volleyballed away by the keeper Munoz. Kochikov on the second opportunity as it slipped back in the box where Munoz puts it in Tupperware. Rolls it out to Rios. Vadim. Little pressure here up top. SK joining in that effort. And Schmerman intercepts the long pass. Lays it back through the St. Louis box. It's Pollo Cortez, who's also played this season with San Diego. Youngster who may have found himself a home here in St. Louis based on how he's played so far with the team. Was with the squad when they played the sidekicks in Allen. Had that W against Kansas City, made some great saves, including a couple of saves on a flurry of shots at the end by KC on Friday. Oh, how about this? Cristo to Berry at the top of the box. Berry went down. Cristo and Berry both looking for a call, and it does not come.
Really the most productive play we've seen from Robbie Cristo this game. That's the kind of thing they're looking for from that kind of hold-up play. But this is the first time the Ambush have been able to get Cristo really deep inside under the arc. And you saw what happened to maybe a little rough tackle there from the Savage. It doesn't get called, but nonetheless, you got to look at the creation play there from the Ambush.
Little give and go. Didn't get the whistle, but now Cristo has the ball back in the Ambush end. Thwarting a Chihuahua opportunity. He's pushed down from behind by Ruiz. Cristo pretty close to the board on that far side. Took a tumble. He's all right. Quickly back to his feet. He'll head to the bench. Mo back into the game. He and Tristan Austin providing the firepower up top. Rolled by Yahic to Mo. Mo off the board through the middle. Yahic got to it. His shot, awkward angle, knocked away by Munoz. His service now through the box. Sent away by the Chihuahua defense. Austin pressuring Leyva from behind, trying to get to it. May have pushed him down. And from just outside the arc, Chihuahua will be able to boot this away.
NDI has been very good coming down that right flank, getting the ball hard off the boards and into the box. The problem is the angles just haven't played out their way just yet. Surprising amount of pressure there from the Ambush, kind of breaking away from their hard man system.
Bringing more up top, trying to get to the ball. Down by 2 as we get under 6 left here in the third. We want to say thank you to interim head coach Jeff Locker, the GM co-owner, was our guest on MASL TV, and special thanks again to Ross McGregor, Ambush alum, for joining us on KTRS. Puentes, chance up top. What a great block from the man who really is just terrific. It seems night in, night out here at the Family Arena. Mr. Richard Schmerman, he has done well on defense. Had an assist on the opening goal on Friday and able to front that. Ends up out of bounds as Chihuahua tries to serve it back in. That will take us to the media timeout. Remember that the official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. Stoppage here at 5:27 left in the third quarter. 5-3 Chihuahua Savage leading the Ambush. They have scored the only goals so far here of the third. Matt, I don't want to say that it's been a lack of energy from the Ambush, but Chihuahua, they've just come out here with a lot of fire, and they seem hungry for that first win.
Yeah, other teams getting paid too. You can't forget about that. and they've come out like they're really wanting to win. I mean, they're searching for their first win. We talked about the motivation and kind of the fire that you have naturally in a game like Friday night because it's your biggest rivalry and they're undefeated. Well, you know, it's kind of a similar kind of energy, just a little bit different. When you haven't won a game yet and you're coming into a team like the Ambush, you know you can jump on them a little bit. You know they're not playing the tippy top of their game right now. The defense has let up some shots and they've taken advantage of that. And they've continued to play and prey, I should say, on that disadvantage right now for the Ambush. The defense simply hasn't been good enough. Pollo stood on his head on Friday night, but he saw 40 shots, and unfortunately the Ambush are still letting too many looks up against Pollo. He's doing the best he can right now, only letting up 5. But the offense and the defense, they got to coalesce. The transition game's got to develop beyond just William Eskay, and they got to get more balls in deep to Mo NDI.
The win on Friday was great. Everybody's so fired up after the game. Obviously, there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of passion. Still going to be a great win, but if you lose this one on Sunday, you kind of look back on the weekend and say, hey, we still went 1-1. I want to see that 2-0 for this mid-January weekend at the Family Arena. Ambush on a restart trying to send it to Cristo. He's stripped in the far corner.
That's the thought process after you lose the game against the undefeated team. Not the other way around.
Cristo giving Eskay! I doff my cap to you, good sir. It's a hattie for William Eskay here at the Family Arena. Beautifully triangulated. He flushes one home at 5:02 left in the third.
And what a beautiful go here. Christian Briggs sets it down. A deep play from Robbie Cristo. We talk about hold up. He wasn't even standing up on that play, but he was still able to get just enough of a pass off to a charging William Eskay. I tell you what, when William Eskay gets that man bun flying and gets a head of steam under it, he is a dangerous, dangerous player. Really directly 2 of his 3 goals have come from him just coming in with a head of steam. One of the other big plays for the Ambush comes from that as well. What a play there from William Eskay. What a goal and what a job by Robbie Cristo on the assist.
Well, not a lot's been working for the Ambush offensively, but that little give and go from the top of the box with Eskay certainly has. That's how the Ambush got on the board. Barry trying to get us back on the board once again. Looking to center an opportunity toward Mo, who's grabbed by the keeper, but we get it right back. Ambush on the charge. Mo trying to poke it past Munoz. Kochikov, a second chance, a third! And it's stopped by the Chihuahua defense. They had multiple defenders behind the goalie and able to stop that one from bouncing in.
There is one guaranteed way not to score a goal, and that is to kick the ball directly at the goaltender. And unfortunately, both Mo NDI and Vadim Kochikov did that in successive attempts. An incredible job there from Ivan Munoz to put himself in that position, but nonetheless, your strikers, your playmakers, your 2 top goal scorer and point scorer respectively, they got to put the ball around the goalie.
Mo gets it back at midfield and will feed it here to Nico Caritas on the near side, just inside the Ambush end. Mo had a clear path, couldn't get it, and then Kochikov had a couple of tries at it. Both turned back. Otto Yahic, he'll get his try here down the near side, and he blasts way high. Ends up on the netting. It'll come out with Chihuahua with 3:48 to go in this third.
Third or fourth time, though, that the Ambush have had a look where with just a little bit more, just one more touch, and they're putting in a goal.
We'll see if they can find that touch here late at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Remember, the Ambush do return here to Axios Field against the Chihuahua Savage on February 11th. More information and tickets available at stlambush.com. That is a 7:35 p.m. start time on February the 11th. In the meantime, the Ambush have plenty of road work to do, headed to Harrisburg, Florida, and Milwaukee. In the interim, make sure you keep up with the team at stlambush.com and by watching right here on MASL TV. Greg Kranz from midfield. Give back through Schmerman. Schmerman trying to split the defense. Parried back to Eskay. Give off to Kranz. Just outside the yellow stripe. Kranz will dump it back through Eskay. 3 of the 4 goals are his. You have a 4-piece in him. Number 4, Tristan Austin. Giving back through Pollo. Keeper launching long. Cristo backing up against Valle. Valle just basically holding on to Cristo right now in that far corner. Give back. Touched by Crayons through Schmerman. Finding Thomas. Cristo just inside the yellow stripe. There's a shot blocked, and it ricochets back to midfield where Schmerman goes to greet it.
And D.I. and J.T. Thomas on the field at the same time right now. Always want to highlight that. J.T. Thomas right now at midfield. Mo and D.I. up top.
Mo trying to heel kick one to JT from the near side board. Oh, wow. He didn't get it to JT, but he got to the ball himself in the middle of the field. Popped it up to himself, gave it to Guernsey. Now Guernsey, pressured, pops it in the air. Mo able to take possession, finds Thomas in the middle, tries to flick it past Munoz, loose, but ultimately grabbed by the goalie. Munoz scrambles back and is able to grab it. He'll call timeout. Say, I'm going to catch my breath after that one. Thomas came charging in and almost an equalizer with $1.41 left in the third.
The soccer gods are cruel. But, you know, that's the way the game plays. Those are the exact kind of looks that weren't going in for the Comets on Friday night against the ambush, and those looks now aren't going in for the ambush. An incredible play. This is what we were talking about in the halftime. You get the ball onto the feet of Mo NDI and JT Thomas, and good things are going to happen for you offensively. And right now, with the way the offense is playing, it's your best defense is not giving the ball back to the Savage. Right now, the possession game has been extremely impressive for the ambush. What a save there against the ambush. Mo NDI, a little hold-up play. He finds a perfectly moving JT Thomas in the box. A perfect little through pass. The best part about passes in soccer, here's where you know a great pass. How many players you bypass. He cut through 4 of the 5 players on the field for the Savage on that pass by Mo NDI. That's when you know it's dangerous. And JT Thomas just couldn't get it around Ivan Munoz.
A lot of fun here at the Family Arena in beautiful St. Charles today, and the fun will continue after the game. This is our second of 5 post-game autograph sessions as part of our Sumner 1 poster series. First 1,000 fans today have been treated to one of those 5 Sumner 1 posters the Ambush are giving out this season. Players will be signing them here on the turf after the game. 1:41 left in the third. Bit of a missed opportunity for the Ambush. Still riding in against this hungry Chihuahua Savage side. They will restart it here with Munoz. Lux has this group of fans fired up here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Oh, opportunity on for Chihuahua, but the shot banged high. Came off the restart. An opportunity for David Gonzalez, and now a collision.
And a blue card.
Kojikov went down with one of the Savage defenders.
And it looks like is it going to be
It's Quesada again.
Yes, it's going to be Luis Carlos Quesada.
Kind of held him up.
Pulling him down, too.
And ended up kind of helping him go down to the turf. Quesada trying to prevent Kojikov from going to the corner.
All right, so I was very critical of that first power play. No Mo NDI and only JT Thomas for about the second half. But right here out of the gate in this power play, also a set piece, Mo NDI and JT Thomas. JT Thomas under the arc above the line. Mo NDI out at the top.
Power play starts with $1.20 here left in the third, and SK immediately rolls it to Mo. Recirculated to Mo NDI. Given to the far side. Kojikov. Thomas in the middle from the stripe. Had the shot partially blocked there. Sticking the foot after it was Brian Macias. Just got a piece of it.
Escalante hated that call.
Ends up out. The Ambush will get a chance with it from the
huge.
top of the arc. Mo's going to get a free strike. Schmerman right next to the ball. It's Mo, and it's just a little bit wide. Chested down on the rebound by JT. Scrambling after it, Mo, and he will send it all the way back through Pollo Cortez. $1.36 left on the power play. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ambush trailing by 1 against the Chihuahua Savage.
The second blue, by the way, in the game for Luis Carlos Quesada.
Mo runs it down in the Ambush end. Power play stalling a bit. Trying to get it back on track with SK. To Mo up top. Thomas outside. Kojikov. Mo came off the feet of Thomas. Cross in the middle. Oh, it hit off the chest of Schmerman on a pass from Kojikov. and bounced just over the crossbar. It was dismissed briefly. Now SK brings it back in, and SK has it swatted away by a sliding Escalante. Ambush can't control it on the near side board. Schmerman, who just missed the goal, accidentally taps it into the penalty box. And this will be a restart for Chihuahua.
That is 4 wide open weak side attackers on the post who have not been able to put the ball in an open net. At least 4 times. Maybe there's a 5th. That is unbelievably unlucky for the Ambush. Any of those converted, and it's a tie game.
2-1, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Ambush will head to the fourth. Down 5-4, but still with 40 seconds left on a power play that will prove to be pivotal in this exciting matchup against the Chihuahua Savage. Each team scores once in the third. A goal from, guess who? William SK. He's got the hat trick. What a performance by him to keep the Ambush in the game. Down by 1, though, trying to come back against the newcomers in the MASL, the Chihuahua Savage. Right after this, it's St. Louis Ambush Soccer, right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Club Fitness knows St. Louis. We live local in our town. We work, we laugh, we give back, we sweat, support, and connect. We work every day to support your fitness goals and our community's needs. We've had your support for 35 years. We will always be there for you. Make a difference in your life and our community. Because lifting local lifts every body.
Color the flowers. That's just one. The whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
They know room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Ambush trailing by a goal as we start the fourth quarter at the Family Arena at St. Charles. JT Thomas tapping back to Mo NDI. Ambush still with about 35 seconds left on the power play here, trying to equalize the score. Mo gives outside to SK, ends up back with it outside the yellow line, twisted to Kojikov, sweeps it toward Munoz, who went to the ground to block. Munoz, happy to get rid of this, fires it toward Cañas, chases it down, far corner, Ambush end. Mo making his life difficult. Mo scrambles to the ball, wins it away from Cañas, takes it across the center of the box.
Got to get one more look here, 5 on 4.
He is poised at the door of the penalty box, about to hop back on in a matter of seconds. Ambush, a last gasp. Here comes Quesada. Give over to Mo. 5 on 5. Goes to Kojikov again. Up top, Mo. Downstairs. And a friend coming through the middle. That ends up pushed to the near side board. After Schmerman couldn't quite hold on to it, Kojikov wins it back. SK back toward midfield. What a game for him. 3 goals. Joining JT Thomas is the 2 with hat tricks here at the Family Arena in regular season play. Briggs, the top, finds Cristo. Good turn, Cristo! 5-5! Ambush alive with 13:42 left in the fourth.
Every everything he's been doing this season has built up to that goal. Every little bit. He's struggled the entire season so far, but it's been there. It's been there. And Robbie Cristo, an incredible turn there. He bodies up his defender, gets the ball, turns, strikes. What a play there. He's been having trouble against Brian Macias all night, but finally he gets the ball. One quick touch, turn, one more touch to get it in front of you, put it on the tee, strike through it just like that. Robbie Cristo, what a goal there.
And he climbed the glass and then showed off the dance moves. How do you rate those dance moves he was showing off there in the far corner?
6 out of 10. The goal was a 10 out of 10, though, Robbie. No hard feelings.
He really is.
It's hard to move. Sometimes
really
it's hard to move that frame. What is he, 6'5"? 6'5". The man, he's a big guy.
He really is a great player. He's
There's not a lot
played
of
in the USL.
Not a lot of clearance there either up on the board, so, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
And to climb that glass is something we've seen Kojakov do, climb up onto the wall, and he got up that glass really extremely well. Guernsey on the assist. And Cristo, very talented player, kind of transitioning from the outdoor game to the indoor game, getting the hang of it, and he is a huge difference maker.
That was 100% an outdoor move. That was it. That was his game finally transferring the way he's been trying to get it to all season.
Oh, could it be a lead?
Just
Cristo
a
helping
goal.
to set up Schmerman in the middle, a mishit. And Cristo now with a pair on the season. And how about a pair in this game?
Excuse me,
They're going
it's
to
third
keep
goal
on.
in the season. My apologies.
They're going to keep on going to him. It'll be grabbed, and that is correct. 3 on the season for Cristo. Spins here, has a shot blocked. Yahic tries his luck. Munoz got mitts on it. Tipped it off of Puentes and happy to gobble it up.
Same play there. He got it, turned, almost got the shot off, but a good job, a little help defense there from the Savage to take it away from him.
Chihuahua moves it into the ambush end. Shot of life for Cristo. That was Jorge Gonzalez who was bringing it up for the Savage. He has returned after that first half injury. Tries to get a shot off, but there's that man again, Guernsey, the leader in blocks in the MASL, able to score it out of bounds. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note at MASLsoccer.com. Guernsey's so good on those shot blocks, and Pollo is pretty darn good himself. Hot laser sent his way by Rios, and Pollo able to glove it up onto the netting, behind the netting, out of play. Corner coming for Chihuahua. Trying to respond as this game has been tied. Esque fronting a shot off the corner. Able to slide in and get a block himself. Chihuahua maintains possession, moving it toward the top of the box. Briggs on the defense, able to get a toe in. And a little bit of miscommunication from Chihuahua. Leyva lost it. Now they get it back and send it toward him, far side. Leyva leaving it back here for Escalante. Pressured by Esque. Giving all the way back through Munoz. That long gray goalie's jersey. He fires one out of play. That's a mistake. Went far corner and sent it between the glass and the net. Mishit by Munoz, and that'll give the ambush the ball back.
The Magic Men, 9 and 20, NDI and Thomas at the top of the field for the ambush in this possession.
Boyle putters out to Barry. His pass intercepted by Macias. Good hustle, though, by Barry. Slides back and rips it away. Long pass to Mo. He's in deep. Oh, bar exam. Mo NDI, a lawyer, hits the crossbar there on what would have been a gorgeous finish. Perfect pass found him, and Mo, just bad luck, almost giving the ambush the lead.
The woodwork ate its Wheaties. He's been having a huge game. Not as much in the second half. It's been quiet. He had a rough time in the locker room, but the woodwork came to play late here in the fourth.
There have been posts, bars galore. Caritas on the ambush end, right around the yellow line, able to head one down to Thomas. JT trying to get some space. He was pulled away from the ball by David Gonzalez. Puentes grabbed the loose change, tried to make a run, but it was whistled back. Puentes is shrugging his shoulders at the referees. Pretty clear from up here that David Gonzalez did a little bit of polling there against Thomas.
Good usage there of the goalie to open this one up.
Pollo sending one over the top, looking for Cristo, the man with the game-tying goal, trying to bulldoze through a couple of defenders.
You're 6'5", use it, Robbie.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Cesar Ruiz for Chihuahua has Puentes in deep, and once again, Chihuahua
What a
leads.
goal.
That's
wow,
beautiful.
what a play there. Puentes, all he had to do was touch it, puts the tap in his shirt again. Who is that on his shirt? I got to figure out who's on his shirt. He's been taking his jersey, putting it over his head every time he scores a goal, which he's done multiple times. I got to find out what's on his shirt that he's been showing off. Pollo, again, limping a little bit after that one. What an incredible play there. Out on the left side, and there's a sliding little worm burn of a pass from Cesar Ruiz Romero right into his man, Hugo Puentes Alavas. What a goal there to put the Savage up 6-5. Man, you get that kind of run, that kind of goal, it's tough to defend.
He's a heck of a player, Puentes. Very skilled, and he's got a hat trick. SK and Puentes, 3 goals apiece. How many times do you see that? 11 total goals. More than half of them have been scored by 2 players, 1 on each team. Kojikov trying to engineer an opportunity around the yellow line. He was bumped by Rios, got him in the face, and this is whistled as a foul. Ambush about to have a strike from the Chihuahua yellow line.
Cannot let Hugo Puente get that kind of look deep in the box. And heck, you can't allow a player like Cesar Ruiz to be streaking up the left side of your wing completely uncontested like that. It's one thing if you were playing, a very conservative zone, and you had 2 or 3 guys sitting back waiting. You're playing this hard man-to-man scheme. Man's that open. Somebody messed up and left a guy there.
Robbie Cristo sends it down low to SK. Off the set piece, it works back through Kojikov, who does appear to be okay. Give it to SK on the near side. Couldn't control it. And Chihuahua breaking loose with it. Jorge Rios. Nice defense by SK. Able to scramble back, get partially in front. Came off his leg and went well over the goal. Corner coming. Chihuahua, they've led by 2 once in this game. At 5-3, they are looking for a 2-goal lead once again. Miller comes to the ball here near side corner. Miller dump back. Rios bangs it off the wall, and Guernsey bangs it away. Bounces it toward the ambush bench. It does stay playable. Chihuahua moves across field to Rios. Rios trying to center for Puentes. Dismissed. Schmerman got a toe to it. Back with Puentes. Threaded down low on the far side. Cañez in deep was Valle. Trying to get a foot to it on a volley. Pollo able to grab it out of the air. Sending long for Austin. A collision, and Austin just pulled down one of the Chihuahua Savage defenders. He and Escalante got tangled, and Escalante, his face was pure pain as he went down to the turf. And the question is, did Austin do that intentionally, or did he kind of grab on to Escalante, who collided with him, and kind of pull him down incidentally?
Yeah, that's hard to call even on a replay, Joey.
Just 2 guys.
He went down pretty hard, but it's hard to see any reason that he was trying to brace his fall or anything like that by reaching for Escalante on that one.
2 guys going hard to the ball. And down here is Escalante. He's going to be checked out by the athletic training staff. Ron Rivera, the trainer for the Chihuahua Savage, checking him out as all the players watch here. Ambush back to it against the Harrisburg Heat, starting a long swing of road games. January 28th at Harrisburg for the St. Louis Ambush. That is a 6:35 Central Time start at Harrisburg. And it looks like the foul is going to go against Escalante. One more look. Escalante initially did run into Austin, and Austin kind of flared the arm out and hooked him down, but I think the referees have decided that this is indeed pull down more of the incidental variety, so they will get Escalante, not Austin, for the foul. And Escalante is able to get to his feet. He's going to head back toward the bench under his own power.
He took a hard hit when he hit the turf. There's no doubt about that. That looked like that, as you saw the replay there, second time around. That he looked like he hit the turf hard.
And the contact with Austin was pretty hard as well.
Yeah, you're right. That might have actually got him up a little bit higher too. Got to be careful though when you have that potential, skull to skull, shoulder to head kind of contact.
Schmerman Off the set piece, giving back to Mo outside the box. Knocks it to Barry. Barry inside the yellow line, trying to rip a shot. Blocked by the Chihuahua defense. Schmerman.
Mo's got good position. He had good position there. They need to get inside of him.
Schmerman trying to hit it down to Mo. Little scramble for the ball in the near side corner, and a foul whistled against the ambush to give it back to Chihuahua. It's Mo who is cited for the foul, and the jostling there. Chihuahua play it long. Ends up with Leyva, far corner ambush side. Work back toward Munoz. Pressure coming from Austin, trying to chase down Medrano. Medrano spinning it forward again for Chihuahua.
Great pass out of pressure, great foul and run.
It was Medrano on the run down the middle. Austin able to block his shot right around the yellow line. It Karam's out of play. 8:48 to go here in the fourth. Ambush down 6-5. And St. Louis switches it up.
Impressive stretch there from Medrano. Wow. Saved a possession and then created a chance. Don't often see that in that quick of a sequence.
Puentes give and go from the top of the box with Macias. His shot stopped by Pollo.
You saw it coming. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
Puentes once again going to work at the top of the arc against Briggs. Turning, shooting. Briggs got a piece, and then the ball ran into Barry. Double block. Flooded out to Mo, but it's stolen away by Escalante, who does return from Macias. Escalante brings it back out. Puentes from that far side. Giving in the middle to Macias. Puentes back at the yellow line. Good possession here from Chihuahua. Holding on to it. Savage seeking their first win of the season in 4 tries. Took on Ontario December 15th, lost 6-3. Took on San Diego, lost 4-1 December 19th, lost 7-5 on Friday in Milwaukee.
Marcel Barry had a potential steal there, but just timed it wrong.
Definitely playing their best all-around game this season. Valle getting some loose change here on the near side, trying to send one through the middle. Ended up bouncing to the far side, clearance by Barry. Hit off of Cañas, and Barry lost his shin guard there. He picks it up, and as the ball goes out, we do go to the media timeout with 7:32 still to go here in the fourth period. Ambush trailing 6-5 against the Chihuahua Savage. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. Heck of a game. Chihuahua, they have played extremely well, a little more energetic, I think, than the Ambush. Ambush hanging tough, though, and another time, fourth quarter late, down by 1. Does it end up like it did against Milwaukee and Kansas City, where St. Louis storms back?
Well, they're going to have to play a completely different game than what they've played here in the first half of the fourth quarter. They play that third quarter game again. They get some possession going consistently in their attacking third. They start cycling the ball again to number 9, number 20. Yeah, they can get back into this game. There's no doubt about it. They have the talent. They have the skill. The question is, where's the execution? Where's the play call going? Those are the kind of things you have to wonder about.
Ambush, Chihuahua Savage, just 7:32 to go here in the fourth. Tied 2-2 after one goal game going into the third quarter, and stays tight going here into the fourth. A 6-5 affair. SK and Puentes, they've certainly played the biggest roles, each of them with a hat trick out there today. Wonder how many times that's happened this year where one player on each team gets a hat trick.
Joey, never ask a question in broadcast you don't already know the answer to.
Well, that's what I rely on you for there, Matt. It's going to be Pollo who knocks it down to the near side corner. Cristo and Caritas have scored the other goals for the St. Louis Ambush. Cristo tied it up briefly 5-5 here in the fourth, but Puentes worked his magic again. Cristo looking to spring him at the top of the arc. Stifled by the Chihuahua defense. Kojakov came crashing in. Ball slips out of bounds, though.
Good setup there by the Ambush. They just couldn't get the ball on a quick enough kind of roll to the foot of Robbie Cristo. Unfortunately, just a split second too late to really make something happen there. Cristo looking up, bodying up Adrian Miller right now. Could that be where they're looking to go?
Schmerman here on a set piece from the near side. Slips it to Kranz. Touch to Kojakov. Fluttered outside to Kranz. Has to work toward it against Cañas. maybe crossing, maybe shooting. Ends up bouncing it to the goalie Munoz. He distributes to Rios. Rolled through the middle of the field. Chihuahua with Cañez going to work, trying to get by Kranz. Touches to Puentes for a corner, banged it off the wall. Nice work by Schmerman to get back. Heads it out of trouble. Kojikov with 6:45 to go in regulation. Streaking through the middle, Kojikov finding a man outside. Otto Yahic! Tie game! 6-6, 6:39 left in the fourth. Otto Yahic!
It was
lasering like space age hair removal surgery. We're all tied here at the Family Arena.
Wow, what a play there, and it was beautifully set up by Vadim Kojikov. He comes crashing into the middle. Otto Yahic was setting up on the run down the left side the entire time. The question was Vadim Kojikov going to see him? And for a moment there, I thought Otto Yahic had played himself out of that play because of the angle, but then Otto Yahic, the right foot, hard inside the boot there, came through directly over, much like the Tony Walls goal, the game winner against Kansas City, over the head of the goalie, through his hands. What a goal there by Otto Yahic. How about that play? His seventh goal of the season for Otto Yahic. How about the young man there?
And he climbed onto the board over the Axios Financial sign to celebrate with his youngsters from the Scott Gallagher Club here in St. Louis that he coaches. Great moment as they see their leader strike late to tie it up 6-6. Remember, the Ambush have led for just about 27 seconds of this game. Might be able to steal something late, but have to parry these attempts by Chihuahua. Trying to get some entry there was Macias. Briggs and co do a good job to close him down. Now it's Thomas giving back to Briggs. Over to Guernsey in the Ambush end. This game could turn on a dime, but a long way to go. Just south of 6 minutes. SK gathering one up in the middle of the field. Give back through Schmerman. Quite a strike by Yahic, wasn't it?
God, that was a beautiful goal. For a minute, you thought he might not have the angle, but the way he was able to square his shoulder, get the inside boot in there, and just strike through it straight away. It was a beautiful strike there. Ivan Munoz had a great chance for it. I thought he maybe was going to have to bend it a little bit, put some English on it, but nonetheless, an incredible shot by Otto Yahic.
And there was a push down here on the far side as the Ambush tried to get set up on the attack. Caritas ended up down on the turf. And Caritas was sent there courtesy of David Gonzalez. The restart Ambush moved back. 5:19 to go. Marcel Berry from midfield. Kojikov picked up the assist on the goal. He's out there, as is Mo. Marcel, Briggs, and Caritas as well. Mo trying to get some turnage just outside the Chihuahua box. He was impeded.
Escalante.
This foul looms large.
Escalante didn't like the call. He's done a great job playing NDI on those kind of plays there. Again, I've been harping on it all game. Great job by the Ambush to finally get one in there. You got the call. You have a set piece now. It's a tie game. 5 minutes left. Crunch time. Here we go.
Mo on the set, feeding outside. He had a friend there, banged off the board through the middle by Schmerman. Leaks all the way beyond the yellow line. Marcel Berry plays it off the wall. Wanted to get it to Briggs, who came charging through.
If I had to guess, that was about 40% the way they wanted it to go. There was a second part in there, just by the way the angle that Schmerman kind of got played onto from NDI. Not the best we've seen from them. They're going to have another shot here.
Escalante knocked it out of bounds. Schmerman takes a crack at it. It's parried by the wall. Ends up back with SK.
Pretty clear.
Now JT to Schmerman. Flicked by JT Thomas down deep, but it went over the goal and well wide, out of bounds.
There's some complaining right now, and it's completely reasonable for Everardo Sanchez for maybe a second very egregiously missed extra man on the field for the Ambush. One earlier in the first quarter was missed. That one might have been a little bit closer, but Mo NDI very late to get off the field before that set-piece kick taken by Robbie Cristo. That's a legitimate complaint from the Savage.
Happened in the first half as well, and I do suspect that Everardo Sanchez, head coach of this Chihuahua team, has a point. We will see if the referees keep an eye on it down the stretch. Cristo, some turnage after an interception by the Ambush. Gives it Thomas. Out into the far corner, SK trying to center. Ends up bouncing back through Guernsey. Plays it to Thomas, top of the box. Thomas pushing back toward SK. 4:26 left in regulation. If you're just joining us here on MASL TV, the Big 550 KTRS, 5-5 becoming 6-6. Cristo made it 5-5, trying to get some turnage. Ended up going down. No whistle in the box there.
That was a good no whistle. Jorge Rios played that well. Feet just got tangled up. Nothing egregious, nothing malicious there. Ooh, little double there from JT Thomas. Interesting move there.
Macias from the yellow line trying to slip something through. Hit off a defenseman's leg. Grabbed easily by Pollo, who came out of the box with his feet to send it loose to Cristo. Cristo challenged midfield. Robbie using the board to get it back to Briggs. Now Cristo wants to go long for Kojakov. Hits off Macias. Kojakov! Oh yeah, baby! Got me dancing like a Sony robot dog at an Ariana Grande concert! It's 7-6! 3:38 left in the fourth!
Vavavoom's right, baby. Took the shirt off to celebrate. What a goal! That was
every
nifty
game
too.
He's played it, he scored.
And he knows it too. When he gets a look, he wants the ball. And what a look there from Vava, all alone on the top. Beat his man one-on-one. Nothing Brian Macias can do it on that one. He's having a great game, but a beautiful play by Vavavoom, Vadim Kojakov, and a great job going across the face of the goalie, just putting it right in the corner. Ivan Munoz has had such a good game, but that one, a perfect break away from the goalie by Vadim Kojakov. What a goal there by the ambush. And now we'll see if they can add to those 27 seconds of leading this game.
Just able to outwork Macias with the outside of the foot. Kept it on the ground. Didn't slam it. Just finessed it by Munoz to give the ambush a 1-goal lead with 3:38 to go here in the contest's regulation portion, at least. Kojakov, wow, he's been wonderful. 10 goals in the season now. The ambush is top scorer, and now the ambush and the Chihuahua Savage in a timeout. Both teams huddling up around their respective benches. Matt, what do you think interim head coach Jeff Locker is saying right now to this ambush squad?
I think he's saying, boys, lock in. That's his big thing. The offense has finally come to fruition.
Well, when your name's Locker,
yeah,
you know.
Lock it up. You're darn right about that. For 3:38, all right, for 3:38, you have to lock down and play the best defense of the game. There's no question about it. There's no excuses to be made. That's been the problem. The offense finally broke through. The question is, can the defense hold up for 3:38? It's a big question mark. They haven't been able to for the majority of this game. When they've been able to score goals, they've immediately given them back up. Can they lock in? They were able to against the Comets. Can they against the Savage?
How long do you go before you send the extra attacker on for Chihuahua?
If I'm Chihuahua, the way I've been able to generate looks, I'm waiting a little bit. There's no need.
I agree.
There's no need to go down 8-6 on this one.
Well, let's see if SK might be able to do just that. He takes it through the middle of the field, now takes it outside. SK in the far corner. Trapped there by Gonzalez.
I'm thinking last 90 seconds if you're the Savage. You've played so well. You've gotten so many good looks. Play your game. Let Hugo Fuente come on and be an absolute terror the way he has been the entire game.
Sent over the top here.
What
out
a
of the back
header.
by the ambush. Barry got a head on it. Mo trying to run onto the ball. Knocked away from the box by the keeper Munoz. Chihuahua defense trying to scramble back and recover, and they accidentally knock it out of bounds. Macias, who was beaten by Kojakov on the goal, tried to keep it alive and tipped it out.
Would that have been out on Chihuahua had he not tried to save that?
And we are going to see here exactly how this is going to go. It will be positioned on the near side board rather than toward the top of the arc. Thomas and Barry putting in an argument that instead it should go to the top of the box, but stays by the near side board. And it's fluttered back through Schmerman as we get under 3.
JT and NDI, the top and the bottom respectively of this offense.
Things getting a little bit chippy out there. Marcel taken down on the far side after Leyva went down on the near side. Now Leyva against Schmerman, battling just inside the ambush end. Leyva sweeps one off the glass, goes all the way to the far side, grabbed by Guernsey, he was tripped. 2:33 to go, and the ambush will get a restart.
Good job so far. You've cleaned a minute off the clock and nothing too dangerous. But, of course, number 9, Hugo Fuente, is now on the field, so you got to watch him. You got possession here. Killing another minute would be huge here for the ambush. Possession is the name of the game right now. You don't ever see a team park the bus, but possession is the name of the game. Fuente trying to press the goalie hard there. I like that.
Puello goes over the top to Mo, and Mo juggled it to himself at the top of the box, tried to put one home, a turning, flying kick, but sent it well high.
Mo's going to get Joey to jump up on the railing here if he scores a goal like that right now.
That would have been absolutely incredible, even by the high standards that he set this season. That would have been his most perfect finish.
Okay, here we go. They're pulling the trigger at 2:20, a little early again with the looks they've got in this game. But
6
nonetheless,
attackers.
They're trying it. Yeah, they're pulling the trigger here.
Well, with this restart here, chance to distribute it out of the back. Macias wearing that 6th attacker's jersey. Might be a moment. Maybe you want to wait another 30 seconds, another 50 seconds, something like that.
But you never know when the stoppage of play is going to come. We saw in yesterday's game, there was about 2.5 minutes where Mo NDI wasn't on the field because he was in the box and they had to wait for another restart. That's a really good point, Joe. You're right about that.
Well, occasionally I'm able to pull a rabbit out of a hat. They're trying to pull the ball here.
We've called you a magician before.
They're trying to pull the ball, we think, back onto the field here with 2:20 to go. In regulation, we want to say thank you to co-owner, general manager, interim head coach Jeff Locker, co-owner CEO Shelly Clark, all the great crew out here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Unfortunately, we are without Nate the Great, our usual PA announcer. Lux has done a phenomenal job filling in for him as he deals with an illness. Ambush, a quick restart after that one was whistled back, and Esque tapped it into the back of the goal. That's not going to count.
No.
This is a confusing situation. What do we have here?
The goal signer is going to go, but I just don't think it's going to count there. Yeah, I don't know if I heard an errant whistle, though, and I think that might be the point that the Ambush are making right now is there was no whistle.
Well, Esque tried to restart it after it was brought out of the back and whistled dead, and Esque tried to just kind of poke it in, and it's whistled back. The set piece will have to be set up. They don't just let him roll it in. And it will be 4 on the wall here against Robbie Christo. More information after this! Robbie Christo! Ball game! What a finish! Christo!
I'm speechless, Joey. That was incredible. He pointed to his man, he got one defender to move, and then he just locked it away in the upper 90. I mean, you talk about 8-ball corner pocket. Robbie Christo looking like the Black Widow on ESPN back in the early 2000s. Just surgical into the corner. My Lord, what a shot there from Robbie Christo. How about a guy coming into his game late here for the Ambush?
Wow, I see something else on those strikes. It comes off that foot with authority. Robbie Christo played his college ball right here for Kevin Kalish at St. Louis U.
You see, Joey, kicking the ball is just like a pendulum action. When you're 6'5", you have a bigger pendulum than everyone else.
You've always been a big fan of clocks. That's something I've known since we were very young there, Matt. We have lead of 2 for the first time in the game for the Ambush. No one's led by more than 2 in this game. And essentially what happened there to get the Ambush, that free strike that Esque initially tried to slip in very quickly and then Christo slipped over the wall for the goal, was that Macias, the 6th attacker, played it to himself. He is still that 6th attacker, and he tries to clear after the Ambush serve it in. Mo, with Macias in front of the goal, decides just to go back. So again, Macias played it to himself, and that's just not something you can do. Esque tried the luck, and then Christo completed the luck to pretty much put this one out of reach.
Unfortunately there for the Ambush, unable to get an easy goal there with the 6th attacker out. Couldn't get the ball inside. But at the same time right now, you're just trying to protect a 2-goal lead here, 90 seconds to play.
Quite a turnaround. Remember, the Ambush trailed 5-3 when Enrique Cañez scored at the 4:42 mark of the 3rd. And now able to pry it away from Chihuahua. Kochikov trying to go the length of the field. Vadim tapping off. Oh, nice play by Macias to save a goal, but Esque! How about 4? What a performance, William Esque! Slams one home, 9-6, $12 left to go in the 4th.
Passing is so much more important when you're talking about that attacking against the extra attacker. extra little passes like that, the goaltender obviously, not the goaltender, the extra attacker at a significant disadvantage. You just put the goal back center, you're going to make good things happen. So great job by Vadim Kojakov, realizing that if they just work the ball a little bit more, they can absolutely put the definitive nail in the coffin of this game. Pass it off one more, great job, look again, and then William Eske, a beautiful finish. That's how you finish out a game.
Kochikov took it basically the length of the field, gave it to Guernsey outside, and Guernsey going to be credited with the assist here as he set up SK. The man bun is having one heck of an afternoon. 4 goals, season high for a single game for the Ambush squad. Just a brilliant, brilliant finisher today. SK, no doubt he'll be the star of this game for the Ambush.
How about coming in with 4 and scoring 4? SK doubles up his entire points and goal total for the season in just one matchup against the Savage. A huge game from SK. He was the straw that stirred the drink right out of the gate. He was the only offense we were getting, and it was all in transition. And heck, he was the only one who was even making transition action happen. Just a huge game from William SK. You love the effort when it turns into goals, and you love it for a guy who's hustling like that.
4 unanswered for a St. Louis Ambush team that has scored 6 of the last 7 in this contest. And a corner kick as the ball went out of bounds on the near side for Chihuahua. They'll get one back. Quickly able to strike, slotting side shelf here to bring the squad back within 2. Though with just 43 seconds left, it was Rios who hammered it home on a little short pass there by Cañas.
It's hard not to come away incredibly impressed with Jorge Rios. What a play there. 5-hole on Pollo. Nothing he can really do there. You got to drop down a little bit. Protect the lead. I know it's a 3-goal lead, but no need to get lazy with it now. What an incredible shot there.
Still 6 attackers. Escabo! There he is! 10-7 from the top of the box. Set up by SK. 34 seconds to go. Big Mo finds the back of the net.
He's deadly when there's a goalie and you give him that ball in that kind of situation. When it's just a 6th attacker, Mo NDI is not going to miss that opportunity very often. He keeps on building into his incredible season. Mo NDI hyping up the crowd. He hasn't had the game you would have expected him to have, but he has finished out strong with a very, very good second half.
Points leader in the MASL, came into play today with 18. Right now, he's my player of the year in the MASL. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased because, yes, indeed, the St. Louis Ambush do sign my checks, but it's hard to find a player who's done a better job than this guy, not just with the scoring, but he also leads this Arena Soccer League in assists as well.
And what's impressive for me is just the different ways he's able to do it. He's able to do it from the back. He's able to do it when they play him in a far more forward position. He's able to do it on set pieces, power plays, open field passing. What he's able to do as a passer and as a scorer has been unbelievably incredible for the Ambush. I agree with you, Joey.
Player of the year, we think. Final 6 seconds now. Ambush going to win it 10-7 as this one is cleared away. Ambush victorious. A sweep of the Comets to the Savage this weekend here at the Family Arena in St. Charles.
What a great game there. Mo NDI comes in clutch at moments, but obviously Will Eske, the big name on everyone's lip after a 4-goal game, and Robbie Cristo put in 2 himself, and they were 2 of the biggest ones we've seen from the Ambush tonight, but the entire game. And like you said, maybe not Leo Gibson, maybe not Ian Bennett, maybe Mo NDI for player of the year right now in the MASL. What a game for the Ambush.
Just tremendous resiliency for an Ambush team that found itself down by 2, 5 minutes into the third, down by 1 at half against a winless Chihuahua Savage team that came out with a ton of energy, outplayed the Ambush for about 3 quarters. A furious comeback, though. Ambush able to move to 5-5 on the season. Chihuahua, tip of the cap to them. They got a great game from Hugo Puentes. He had a hat trick himself. Fought us every step of the way. Unfortunately, they do slip to 0-4 on the season. But, Matt, what do you think about this new squad in the MASL?
Chihuahua, they are a great team. They are fast. They are fast, like I said. William Eske was really the only Ambush player to really get something going in transition the majority of this game, and that's because the Savage were just able to outrun the ambush the overwhelming majority of the game. There were a lot of looks the Savage got that just came from the fact that they had a good ball and they just outran 100%, just faster than the ambush out here. So they got a good group going. They lock it up a little bit more. They're able to play a full quarters. They're going to win some soccer games this season, no doubt about that.
Very impressed with this Chihuahua Savage side. Tip of the cap to Everardo Sanchez, their head coach, and all of their great players. Angela Sharp
is real.
Down on the turf right now, and she will be with a star of the game for each team. First, our American Family Insurance star of the game, and that is going to be Richard Schmerman. He will take home that player of the game honor courtesy of American Family Insurance. Schmerman played well in the back, set up a late goal as well for the ambush. And Schmerman well deserved. Chihuahua, they have David Gonzalez down on the field right now with Angela Sharp. Here are David and Angela at the Family Arena.
All right, I have David Gonzalez with the Savage. Let's talk about those first 3 quarters, because you guys were neck and neck with the ambush those whole first 3 quarters. What was keeping you guys going during this game?
Yeah, say hello to San Luis and thank you for the interview. The first 3 quarter is a good game, because the 4th quarter is a frustrating, but this is soccer. This is indoor soccer. But I keep working.
All right, and then in the 4th quarter, you guys kind of stepped off the gas a little bit. What was that due to the traveling you had recently?
No, because it's a good travel. It's a good hotel, and we get rest. Well, my team is a good player, good person, and we come again and take a good game.
I mean, you guys were neck and neck, so eventually you are going to get that first win. Do you think it might be your next game?
Yeah. Keep work hard and be faster, and I think one and next Friday with San Diego.
Well, we say good luck to you next Friday. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, and thank you all.
Why am I blanking on Ezekiel Elliott High School?
Is Mr. SK for the ambush. I was starting to lose count. Was that 5 goals on the day?
Only 4.
Only four. No big deal. All right, you were definitely a standout player in today's game. What gave you the energy and what gusto today?
I just had guys giving me easy goals, good passes.
So you're giving all the credit away to the passes. I like that. This guy right here, well, I'm going to interview him in a second. Now, hold on. So we have seen a really great weekend from this ambush team. You guys seem to be gelling, moving together. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I would say so. It was only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time. He's a man with very few words, but a lot of goals, so that's really all that matters. And you can hear this ambush crowd when you guys are out there, right?
Absolutely. These are the best fans in the MASL.
There we go. All right, well, I'm not going to keep you too long. We'll bring your buddy over here now. Now joining me is Robbie. Now, SK gave you all the credit for those wonderful passes. You do a lot of times setting people up, but you had 2 goals on today's game.
Coach just said shoot, so I turned and shot.
He says shoot, and you do it, and it goes right in. Maybe you should shoot more often?
He's a head coach for a reason, so you just got to listen to him.
There you go. He's a head coach for a reason. Now, can you, too, also hear this ambush crowd while you're in the game?
Oh, absolutely electric. I mean, this hometown crowd is incredible.
All right, now what are you going to take from this weekend? This weekend you guys were gelling. You had 2 wins on the weekend. What are you going to take from this weekend into the next game?
Keep moving forward, honestly. Defend as a team and score goals. I mean, this is how it starts. You get a good road or a home weekend, and you take it on the road to Milwaukee next.
All right, and so they're going to get into Milwaukee. Thank you very much. And don't forget, Ambush fans, you guys can come down here on the field in just a second for some autographs and congratulate those Ambush in person. See you later.
Just stand up.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Thank you so much to Angela Sharp, joined there by David Gonzalez, and then William SK and Robbie Cristo, the stars of the game down on the field. with Angela. Matt Rocchio up here in the booth with me. Matt, what is your biggest takeaway from this game?
The fact that they were able to lock down those last 3.5 minutes. I mean, it was a big issue the entire game. Just defensive let-ups, little guys leaking through at crucial moments. That's what was really plaguing the ambush. The fact they were able to lock in those last 3.5 minutes and the way that the offense was able to open up for the last 8 minutes, really, those are my two biggest takeaways, because without that, they do not win this game.
Cristo still fired up. He is one of the 2 stars of the game for the ambush. 2 goals, 1 assist for Robbie. First star of this game for the ambush, of course, William SK. 4 goals, 1 assist, 5 points. What a game from SK, who, as you mentioned, came into this contest with 4 goals on the season. Doubles that up in one single outing. The star of the game and the 3rd star of the game overall for the Chihuahua Savage is Hugo Puentes. He had a hat trick for the Chihuahua side that does remain winless. They came out a little more energy than the ambush at the start of the game, able to build a lead going into halftime. But ultimately, a furious comeback by the ambush nets the St. Louis side a 10-7 win. Guys will be down on the field here signing autographs for the youngsters as part of the Sumner 1 poster series. For Matt Rocchio, I'm Joey Zanaboni saying thank you so much for listening and watching. This has been Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.